and give we the word. For let we live and enjoy we life. Let we believe and we worship Him, so that we go live good tomorrow when we die. Oh.
Yes, Fambulem, nobody not get for come for help for make salon. If we not make them for we safe. Nobody not they we will come for push salon go before. If we not push them for we safe. So dear, let we all come together now and make salon a better place. That country we may you to cherish. We don't come back today or tonight or this morning, depending upon who say you day. I want for say una cabo. Now good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon who say you day join we from. We don't come with another episode of politics and economics. Tonight, for the people that we just join in for the first time, my name is Abdul Karim Kargbo. As I can always say, I'm based in Canada, and the team they help me for take care of my family. Now my own profession, being an economist. So Fambulem, today it will be more of politics. Yes, if we now talk about how it impact the economy, fine. And what we go do to that effect today, I will talk about the impact of this political situation where they go on at the country. Specifically, what we don't know, we don't come for known as the tripartite. And then the no more we go talk and we get boku speeches them. We don't go out then 2 days here because so now remember boku people and particularly the APC supporters them, but they say yesterday, June 19th, it will be a different day today, when June 20th. So, but God help, nothing will happen, nothing terribly not happen, because they will give the impression like say June 19th will be Armageddon. It will be like a huge trouble, like the salon will turn upside down. But rightfully so, I understand plenty of their frustration, because this frustration is something we don't take. But I want to let we go past. Again, I always try for encourage we they watch the program and we get for call for participate. I not say difficult at this point, but they go find where we they do their analysis here. Let we think about the country first. Let we push the partisan loyalty as secondary something, but primarily let we think about the country, even if it get for be against we political party, but as long as they be in the interest of the country, yeah, let we focus be that. So waiting on the topic tonight. Now only one topic because we get plenty of things there for cover. I want to make sure so we play all the speeches them. The speech where President Biogi and then Samoa Gi in own speech, and then another speech by Samoa Kamara, Dr. Samoa Kamara, when at the APC presidential contender. So he gave another speech we considered a joint statement from both the governing the government ruling party and then the APC, we in the main opposition. I know say plenty of we don't talk and question the tripartite, but again, let we pull that aside. And also plenty people, including we young people in our VOS, we don't ask the question as to why the other political parties they're not involved, because not to APC SLPP no more we take part by the June 24th 2023 multi-tier election. So why not then two no more? So that's again a question I don't want for like we dwell too much on them because it will shift the focus of the program tonight. So fumble them. I don't have to waste too much time. And before I do that though, I just want to remind you now, because after I play President Biogi's speech, I will open the phone lines and let we take calls them, and then I will play and we'll do small analysis, and then I will play Mr. Dr. Samoa Kamara in speech, and then we do some analysis, and also we get things there in between, like the press release them, we then release, and also the international community, or we go say and call them the guarantors, moral guarantors. So their speech, the press statement, we go read that as well, for let we get full understanding as to whose side themselves stand in terms of this current, some people will say saga, some people will say impasse, but hold up, APC then call them at one point stalemate. So depending upon whose English they use, we go look at waiting at the block. But again, if we take them by the words, according to Mr. Dr. Samoa, his speech, where he's in a joint statement, he say that will resolve the issue. But again, I go want for Leona Yeri for ourselves, and let we all call, and let we all, because today I'm not going to do too much talking. I want for really listen to Una, and let Una tell me. Because for me, again, as I've been telling you before, I don't get much hope at all in terms of the intention. To me, I think APCB go into this agreement. And obviously, the possibility be very, very slim for them for be able to accomplish their main goal for going into this agreement. We now for let ECSL go publish the disaggregated result. And I don't make them repeatedly clear saying President Bio don't willing for sacrifice help from the United States and international partners them for helps alone, and particularly the infamous MCC compact program where Salon supposed for benefit. And according to analysis, over $400 million project. But yet, President Bio and the administration then decide to forgo that just because they no feel say it will be in their interest for let ECSL publish the disaggregated results by polling station. So with all that, for let APC think say, then go able use another means for achieve that particular objective day for sort of force corner for like a publish the disaggregated results by polling station. And interestingly, without even going through the Supreme Court. So now the interesting take that, where to me, are not able to understand exactly how them convince themselves, say them for be able to accomplish that. But again, it's not about me being right or wrong. Now about the country and the way forward. So for set the stage, may fumble them. Again, by the way, I really want for encouraging you for share. And the people that we don't log in already, I want to say boku thank you. And we get with different platform them. But before I play President Bill in speech, let I remind you first of the numbers there for call, because we get people that they watch. We probably they listen, then they watch for see the numbers them. So if lost say they drive or they listen to the radio, again they want for call. It go nice for we call the numbers them. And now one of the reasons that we can always do that, because I know so now where they watch when I go for see on the screen and able for write and down and then call accordingly. So for the people that are within North America, we include Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Now toll free number we get for pay anything. The number now 1-866-944-7722. The number now 1-866-944-7722. And the UK local number where you can reach we at now +44 20 80 89 1455 +44 20 80 89 1455. So if you're in the UK, and that will be a local number for you. And for the people that are within Australia, the local number for call now +61 29 09 84337 +61 29 09 84337. And we get a number we I can always refer to as a one port number. With this now the universal number. We WhatsApp number. And that number they regardless of which part of the world you there, you go before reach where as long as you get internet, and then you get the WhatsApp installed on your phone. So that number they now 1-343-997-5828. The number now 1-343-997-5828. And we also get we FM station na Salon, we na Freetown particularly, and that's na VOS Radio 91.9 FM. So for the people where they particularly na the eastern part of Freetown, then go for Ketchum loud and clear, because you get plenty community programs there where they talk about and other national issues them where they can talk about, and then can also they broadcast some of the programs them, even though not all the programs them. But no worry, if you're still interested in like you drive or whatever it is, we're going to encourage you for download we VOS app. If you go on the Google Play Store, just type VOS Television, and that app they go come up, and then just download them. So now both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store, if you go and type VOS Television, the television TELEVISION, and then download them. So you're able for get radio station live. And if you download that right now, you go able for see me, because this program with the broadcast I'm also live. Now the VOS app, both the radio and the television, the first button, we say VOS TV, you go able for see me and able for watch live as well. And we get other fantastic things then we are going to encourage you to follow and explore. So fumble them, that's now the waiting I go call the housekeeping items. So the one in there the housekeeping items them. So now let we go to the president in speech. I know say but often I don't listen to him, but I just want to set the stage so we go remind each other as to what he say. and how it fitting to the current situation. If una feel say that speech day it unites the country, it go help for unite the country, or it go push for divide the country even more. So again, let we take with time and listen to President Bill in speech, and then I will come right back after that speech day, fumble them. So una not go any side, una stick around, and also una not forget for share. I will come right back after President Bill's speech. As a matter of fact, the speech now 60 minutes low beer, because I won't play them in entirety, because plenty time people and the accuse viewers say we they cherry pick some certain things them we they show and stuff. So we want for play them entirely. We not just want for cut them. So let we listen in, and I will come right back after the speech.
Hello, Sierra Leoneans. I bring you Eid greetings in advance and wish our Hajj pilgrims their successful final days in the holy city of Makkah and a safe return home to their loved ones. Today, I stand before you to address matters of utmost importance: continued national peace and cohesion. I'm deeply grateful for your unwavering support and patience as we navigate these crucial times together. Following the June 2023 multi-tier elections, where I secured the popular vote for a second mandate, my government, in collaboration with the main opposition party and other key stakeholders, embarked on a comprehensive review of our electoral process. This was a significant step towards institutionalizing political dialogue and fostering inclusive governance. We also demonstrated our commitment to deepening democracy with our unwavering support and work with all stakeholders through the Agreement for National Unity. Since the signing of the Agreement for National Unity, my administration has ensured the establishment of the Tripartite Committee on Electoral Systems Review, operationalization of the inter-party dialogue, invited institutions for the formation of a team of moral guarantors, and working on a framework to review legal cases. My administration continues to appeal to its international partners, whose support is crucial and deeply valued, to continue accompanying the rollout of the Agreement for National Unity so that it delivers on the prospects of facilitating systems and processes supportive of a national climate for critical reforms, unity, and national cohesion. Fellow citizens, today I stand before you not only as your president, but as a fellow Sierra Leonean, deeply committed to the progress and prosperity of our beloved nation. Our journey towards a united and cohesive Sierra Leone is not just a vision. It is a shared mission that includes everyone. Your role as citizens is integral to this mission, and your contributions are deeply valued. Our history, rich with diverse cultures, traditions, and experiences, is a testament to our strength. However, we are also aware of the challenges we have faced and continue to face. Challenges that have tested our unity and progress. Elections everywhere are often critical moments of contention due to the obvious divides created by party affiliations, ideologies, and opposing views. This is the beauty of democracy. The minority will have their say, but the majority will have their way. Almost a year after the general elections, my government remained focused on the critical phase of nation building as the time for politicking was firmly behind us. Building Sierra Leone into a more peaceful, inclusive, and prosperous country requires our collective input. I implore every citizen of our great nation not to be passive bystanders to nation building, but to engage in our national development efforts actively. Your voice, ideas, and actions are not just important, but vital to our progress. You are the backbone of our nation's development. Your aspirations are at the heart of our government's commitment, and we will continue to work tirelessly to fulfill them. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, my government has always prioritized inclusivity and participation for improved governance of our country. I'm pleased to inform you that the challenging task of developing a comprehensive terms of reference and other operational documents necessary for the functioning of the Tripartite Committee on Electoral Systems Review has been making steady progress on a weekly basis since January 8, 2024. This consistent advancement clearly indicates our unwavering commitment to transparency and good governance, which we hold dear and will continue to uphold. I'm reliably informed that the bulk of the work has been undertaken. The Tripartite Committee is at the concluding stage of agreeing on the findings and recommendations following the substantive review. This will inform the drafting of a comprehensive report for onward transmission to my office. Once received, the report will initiate actions for other processes required to ensure effective rollout and implementation of the Tripartite Committee's recommendations. I recognize the challenges on the path to getting this far. However, I am encouraged by the efforts of the 14 well-meaning members of the Tripartite Committee. I hope that the committee will stay focused and maintain a commitment to completing the task by finalizing the report and submitting it by the due date of June 19th, 2024. We are well aware that while the Tripartite Committee is committed to reviewing and evolving workable solutions to strengthening electoral democracy, some ill-informed people who are individuals with malicious intent and a disregard for our nation's peace and progress are bent on exploiting the committee's platform to foment trouble in the country. We would like to sound a note of warning to all involved to cease or be met with the full weight of the law. fellow Sierra Leoneans, as we eagerly await the Tripartite Committee's report, which will help build the framework for efforts to enhance institutional reforms of our electoral management bodies and subject our electoral laws to the much needed review and amendments, I urge us all to embrace unity and shun divisive rhetoric. We must strive to put Sierra Leone first, above partisan politics. Peace is the cornerstone of progress, and a nation divided cannot prosper. It is imperative that we adopt the principle of politics without bitterness, which entails engaging in political discussions and activities with respect, empathy, and a focus on the collective welfare rather than personal or party interests. I call on every Sierra Leonean to commit to fostering peace in their daily lives. Let us resolve conflicts through constructive dialogue and understanding. Let us teach our children the values of tolerance and respect so that they may grow up in a society free from hatred and division and love for our nation. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, reviewing our electoral system is critical to strengthening our democracy. In that spirit, during my last address to Parliament, I proposed the establishment of a National Elections System Review Committee as a first step to improving the electioneering process in Sierra Leone. I thank our diplomatic and development partners who have wholeheartedly supported this pathway to peace and progress in our country. I also thank the leadership of the APC and the SLPP for their continued support and commitment to peace in Sierra Leone. Most importantly, I thank every Sierra Leonean citizen for your continued patience and unwavering hope in our continued efforts to build a stable democratic society. In our collective journey towards national unity and cohesion, I call upon every citizen to embrace the values of tolerance, respect, and solidarity. Let us all work together to build a nation where every individual feels valued and included. I re-echo my call for us all to resolutely unite, set aside our differences, and work towards a brighter future for Mama Salone. We must remember that we are all stakeholders in Sierra Leone's progress and prosperity. Together, we can build a nation that is strong, peaceful, and prosperous. As I stated during my address to the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic in August last year, proactive engagement and compromise are indispensable hallmarks of good governance and fostering national unity. To that end, I urge the main opposition, the APC, to demonstrate leadership and in clear conscience speak out frankly to their supporters that we must embrace each other and ensure peace and stability in Sierra Leone. Our SLPP government remains resolute in its commitment to promoting peace and stability in our nation. I reiterate my call to our supporters to embrace peace, unity and progress in Sierra Leone. My government is working tirelessly to address our citizens' concerns and aspirations. We will focus on fostering economic growth, improving education, healthcare, agriculture productivity, and infrastructure, and ensuring that all Sierra Leoneans feel the benefits of our national development efforts. It is our collective responsibility to safeguard our democratic values and further strengthen national cohesion. We must eschew bitterness, political bickering, hate speech, and disunity. We must work together, harnessing our energies, ideas, and collective will towards a national agenda that delivers food security, provides jobs for our youth, empowers our women, develops our infrastructure, and propels our country into a middle-income economy. Together, our vision of an inclusive, peaceful, and thriving Sierra Leone is possible. It is a vision we all deserve. Long live the Republic of Sierra Leone, and God bless you all.
All right, Fambulem, the lines they're open now, so una can call. And while we wait for una calls them, I want to let we talk a little bit about the speech. From my own perspective, it's just unfortunate that within I go call Englishman, then call him, say you say one thing and then you do something opposite. The people that we know English, the figure of speech for that, and say oxymoron. So President Bill, this speech by itself, let we put aside in action, but the speech by itself, if just the words, to me, I feel say in Elam, the speech gets plenty meat. And that side way, the last time, I don't know if sometimes it get carried away because it did side supporters them plenty for feel say you want for appeal to his supporters or like how they go say ginger in base. So he used that word bullet for bullet and stuff. A glad way go that route there. Where he even talk about the people I just the paraphrase now, the people way they try to use the tripartite as opportunity for spread hate speech and all the negative things them for bring Katakata Kamna Salon, then go face the full force of the law. That's sufficient. But not say if you count bullet, you go meet bullet. Then they don't make it clear. Now man talk. You as president of the talk so. And that thing about now because of the Sokia. No. You not the papa of the country. And as papa, where you begin hungry, it will be your problem. If you begin them not get money for spend, it will be your problem. So not to just the people that will vote for you. And in fact, the one that will vote for you, they say they struggle. So then Seth, if I quote you, they say they Sokia. They say Sokia, they money them. So not to just say PC. So to me, this speech, it really, I will say again by the words then, because severally President Bill don't show say not to somebody we're trustworthy. Again, no disrespect, but I say I'm as is, okay? Because plenty time where he can say some things them, it can deliberately, because to me I believe in a deliberate act, mislead people them by not telling the truth. It go exaggerate certain things them And some things then can flat out not be true. This tripartite, and not make so much boastfulness, like certain things then they were questionable. And I don't know why, as I can always say, it can always try for remind people that, oh, I win the election. I win and force round, and so the people then give me mandate and stuff. But the question now is, to all that, then why are we here? Why the tripartite? In terms of reforming the electoral system, Parliament can do them. There's no need for form the tripartite. So clearly, then they self, in a way, misleading. Because the tripartite then form not just because of electoral reform. It's just unfortunate that the APC, all two the parties they undermine each other. So they be get within I will call hidden agenda. In my opinion, my analysis, the hidden agenda where the SLPP go with is we go allow them. This tripartite, if I go make them come na parliament and take governance position as elected members, let we say yes to them. Whereas the APC, on the other hand, themselves beget hidden agenda, thinking to say, because the no go court, this go be a backdoor way for force corner for let it release the disaggregated result. So them positions then they, from the beginning, from the onset, they're not genuine, not in the interest of the country. They all want for manipulate the system and get their way. But we got a call on the line. Let me take and you waiting get for say. VS Network. Hello caller. Waiting your name and who side you call we from, please?
It's like Tiafoe, I call from Maryland, US.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much, brother. And waiting you take on the program tonight, sir.
Thanks for picking up the call. Well, me ask the speech, I don't feel it's a bad speech. That country is difficult. Things are hard, but again, the opposition self, they get their own problem. Everything that man did, they oppose. I believe if Mother Bio give everybody $1 million, at that country, they will ask why not make a 1.5. And the APC party, I tell you for free, say Mother Bio not trustworthy. I respect your opinion, but not as I will mean see them. APC, the way me see them, they not get respect for them supporter them. Because if you get respect for your supporter them, you will tell them the truth. There be no say being this tripartite, get nothing to do with rerunning of the election. But Samuel Kamara, everybody will come out and talk. I watch AYV one of them days here live with CDI Tunis Diddy, where the presenter, one of the presenters actually listen to Samuel's speech. What do you think? So now waiting Samuel feel for talking like talk, not to for APC talk so. Because even in that speech, the Samuel still able telling people and say there's not going to be a rerun. Continue for talk about electoral justice or something like that. And then they put them, then give them supported them false hope. The election is for run and back. Mother be for come out, pass in time done, or pass something up with a die naturally. You understand? And I don't even know why people then get problem with the statement when mix say, "We country there would try for defend anybody count bullet, you go meet bullet." When they get threats from social media from all over the world, the world, especially from Europe, people they still not come out. I think some former deputy minister took and say if the tripartite not come all the way for day, people have for come on the streets. When you talk that every responsible government get for say for an account I go meet with. Hey, maybe it talk come down like you say I remind we, but not the only way that for talk come. Because Salomon we don't get training. If you go to that country, I don't know when last you come out Mr. Kargbo. People do not get trained in that country from top to bottom. People just not get respect for authority. They not give respect for the rule of law. So until you're very firm, nothing else for working now. Me they only appeal, so then you man them. Would not allow ourselves for me misled into any political party. If me not know, if me I mean not a youth, I don't see any reason why I go vote for APC. Because if you check with history, Sierra Leone is 63 years old. APC don't run that country, they pass every other country. But if you go to the north, waiting the north really get for show. When are they on baseline, waiting get for show for all that length of time where APC rule. The worst schools in the country are found in the north. Worst hospitals, worst roads. You go McKinney at the tower, a clock tower, and if you see the bigger man and say you wonder. But I see them then come inside people and forgo love and life for nothing. Well, the 3 minutes don't thank you again for taking the call.
Yeah.
If I get any other opinion, I will call back.
Okay. Thank you very much, brother. And your perspective is very interesting. So for whatever reason, it looked like say you need to able to go past APC SLPP argument. So all what you say is APC this, SLPP better pass APC, but instead of you use an argument, again, your opinion. I respect that and I make a no interrupt you. But if we always continue for use this method and use both APC and SLPP as benchmark, Salon no go ever go before. So we get for first accept the fact, say, both APC and SLPP don't fail Salon. So whether APC don't rule more than SLPP, that's not the argument. That is a secondary argument. Let me take another call and I will come back. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting on your name and also the call we from, please. WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Yes, Mr. Kargbo, thank you, sir. I'm glad for the way you picked me call.
Thank you.
The country then it's a deep sea. Deep sea. We don't know that for save them. This border we talk so, what people and deeper eat salad. When people say they're angry, they eat gari, they say, come on before we are, how you can eat gari? Because you don't butter, you don't bread get butter. Now, tripartite, now they for form we electoral law, I want to ask them, the tripartite, if now they for day, for make we law in another country day for election, now if the election, for God's sake, then if the election, now make them form them. Why we get parliamentarian, then not that they make law, 1991, we get the 1991 constitution, we talk about the electoral laws then. We might have come 2022, they revisit them, they put the law them, but they not follow the law then they. And not to tripartite they can make the law for say how the electoral for run. Now if election make them former. Now we no more the country don't they pass. Now deep water, we don't know what for do. We all just confused. But if it's someone be able to know what for do, the first thing, that first 3 days, now the election resulted for the talk of. Because if you don't promise the people and say it will protect their votes, but it fail. And secondly, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Secondly, when they go to this tripartite, so which are the first thing for talk about, not enough for discuss. They for discuss about the results. Now the first paramount issue they for talk about the results. And I'm with people at once because people in gap now money for go vote. Not to like America, so we have for go vote. You go see Apple, you go see tea, you go see other thing for it and everything will encourage you for votes. Yeah, now people when are outborn in son, then then go vote, then cast a vote to them, and then they will count them. But it's what make the country lucky, and for them can man there so because we thief something, no matter what you do, you don't get blessing. We see people that make them get blessing, then we pay them marry them with small money, with their legal sweat, then go on a farm them. Court, they guess, then sell them, they put that money there, then marry them, pull them. But now, if you go marry them and them, but thief money, then marry them, they lasso. Now, because they see we get too much at the overseer, they say, I'm a single mother, I'm a single dad, I'm a single this. That's what we've in the no matter how they plan that good in our country, because I swear, a thief the election. No, but no matter better the commodity. Marabiola tell you one thing, not to say if you plan the country for the country, they want the best way for one. No. It is struggle. It is really, really struggle with the country because not thief. anything you do on the right way. Where this Mr. Kargbo, we try for go to school, go back do, get no A results. Go get masters. When they talk about the pulling masters day, like how we former IG. You say you don't get masters. At the end of the day, when they say one that college not reliable, you say okay, the pulling master now lab in first degree. Only thing a bad thing, no matter what you plan for doing that country the bad. You get it for to get the whole success of that country. If you that 2 3 no more, we get water, we get light. Now you able to accomplish no more. The other person they can't for do again because no say the water has been settled, the light has been settled. Now in there they for gone. Let's see the bad out to the people I get. Let's see the bad out to the people I get. If you don't do the most, okay, me the common power, left that legacy, they say, we don't solve the water, we don't solve the light in that country today. Not that one they remember again. But you see, and now they feel so they tell for do so right now, they tell you for free. God go for the perspective for judge them. They all now they take and say, you're fine. How did they do so? We all know. You say because the people that buy us 200,000 in a punishment. That is punishment, that's true. When you can make a 1 million news, who's punishment will pass one day? Gas, when I be 10,000 loans, you make a 30,000. Who's punishment will pass one day?
All right, bro. I go suggest like call me back because
call back by God him back.
They try for implement.
Thank you so much. Anything ready for correction. Thank you so much, my brother.
Absolutely. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah.
Again, the 2 callers, them, they make them point them, and this we all name off we opinion them, and we're entitled to them. The only thing is, again, they can talk about reasonableness, like where you say I dey give me opinion, and not necessarily mean say you foresee black, where every reasonable person we get all in senses they're intact. See say this color are black, but you, because you say now your opinion, you say now white. So that kind of opinion, yes, you express your opinion according to your opinion, according to the way you see them, you say as white. But that considered unreasonable opinion. So that's not my point where they make now, yeah. Yes, we all give you opinion, assessment and everything, but the guide way I want for put now is let we be reasonable enough. Let we think about the country first. Because if we not do that, we go be hypocrite, we go be misleading, even where sometimes plenty of the people and they give misleading information, then can know clearly waiting at the right information, but then we just want for use a different means. And again, I agree with the first caller in terms of saying the country is in a very difficult situation. That is something where even the president have to admit that. Waiting at the reason for the country for they in that situation now you get different argument. We rightfully so in the president, unfortunately will take blame and stuff. The second caller, he make a point where I agree with them as well. Again, the tripartite it not be necessary because after we don't do all this, the recommendation we then get for give, then get for send the report, submit the report to President Bill. And then President Bill look into the report and then send on a parliament. So it still get for go to parliament. For let parliament pass the necessary statutory measures then for like we rectify whatever need for be rectified, call them reforming the electoral laws. So waiting at the merry-go-round. So waiting at the merry-go-round really, where a group of people, civil society or even individuals, can able do something similar. Say, okay, well, we sort of let me take a call because I don't keep people waiting. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you call from, please? What's up, go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Kargbo. This is not Sam Man's to talk.
Hello, Watermans. Thank you so much for your call. And go ahead, please. And it look like say the phone lines they don't begin busy. So let me keep to the 3 minutes, please. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much. I just want to say something here. So, firstly, right, like when you say the tripartite not be ever necessary. Absolutely. It's just for me. I consider it for be waste of time for a simple fact. After we all long go sit down, we don't disagree, we don't make recommendations. Who side then also get for end? The first step, the first side who side get for end after the president. Where as a matter of fact, the president is being represented in the same committee. So it's like the president is a player and a referee. Then it not only stop there. Make matters worse again, they say you send this thing on a parliament. What should we expect based on the current structure of the parliament? So for me, it don't make any sense. Now, when you listen to all these speeches, them beautiful words, good words, them preach peace and all the rest of it. But one simple question, they were me and plenty other Sierra Leoneans them were concerned. Will get simple answer. And the question is, are they genuine? They really left this country. The words they wouldn't put on that paper, wouldn't be they read. They really mean them, and the answer will be no. Because if they honestly mean waiting and talk from the get-go, the presidents for them say PCSL, oh, I believe say I win. Show the results, let them believe say you win. Let this case done. But who side two people them? Who side then two people here don't drag we go? Now such a difficult situation in our country. Such a difficult situation. Imagine that 12 months don't pass so. What thing we achieved in our country. Go for the think about something really good. Look agriculture no progress. All we see with the sign energy contracts and fair enough. That's not good things them. But now there we forbidden day, or we really left this country as we preach to people and say we left this country. I don't believe say the two set of people left this country and the opposition, as a matter of fact, then dishonest pass concern the president left. Because for up to this last minute, then leader will make a statement. And when you look into the statement, the man still try for tell you say, we don't agree with the results, we don't agree with the election, and would they go further than this? The tripartite not done it, is still a continue. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to deceive yourself or deceive you people that were just there you like that? It's sad to know this. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Well, thank you very, very much. So to that end, and a great point you make. So for let people fully understand what we brother refer to, let we play. Okay, we get one more call, and after this call, we'll go play somewhere in speech for Lona get a better understanding of what he say. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting your name and who side they call from, please. What's up, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Kargbo, I call Dubai caller.
Hello, Mr. Dubai caller. Thank you so much for your call. And waiting your take on the program, sir. Go ahead, please. 3 minutes.
Yeah, my take on the program, I think say this tripartite, like what you say there was no need for an because of TIF election or not TIF election. Me, I disagree. Not because of TIF election. Now, because of lawlessness of the APC, I make tripartite come because if you don't lose election, the Constitution say now the Supreme Court only able to overturn them. There is no two way about it. There is no two way about it. Now only the Supreme Court able to overturn them. Then you say not a good day. Then you decide for do on the street way. And the street way is not a constitutional way. And international mediators can come. That 3 days dialogue, then tell them plain say there is no case here for election because there was no complaint. Nobody not gonna cut. So when I settle this as brothers and sisters, when I go negotiate for do the electoral reform. But because the leadership not able, like, they afraid the outside voices, the king of Mamikos, the other people them outside wait and they blast. The neighbor can't tell them people and say this battle don't lose them. When they go into like this, then begin to still try to give them fake hope them. This not a big problem. APC then believe say they rogue them. But they not get proof. They not get like absolute proof. Like when you suspect somebody thief you, but you're not able to prove them 100%. Then SLPP, the Syrians say win. Then able come like when somebody suggests say, but this noise all before the country going to 1 year stalemate. This year say release this timber. Because suspicion they. APC suspicion don't come to truth, say something they wrong. But in any case, this matter for don't go to court. If you're still not satisfied, then for able still bring this tripartite can able bring the international community attention, say we caught a rogue, they caught a bias, they caught this. But you know go say me on the other way. When they're in a power, the court take a decision like the vice president pull them. They're not able to say the court no right. ECOWAS court give them a right, they not still acknowledge them. So if not, I don't want to compare, but this same court, the same judges, not been in Sierra Leone all this time. So not just leadership change, and people have been in a case. People have get caught. Samura have been in a court for the past 5 years. They're not finding guilty. They're not indicted, and they still allow them for run for leadership. If the court been so corrupt or this, the first 1 2 years, then for don't find them guilty, they don't come out of the country. Not forever contest election, but they still give the opportunity for contest while you get case in a court. The former president in case in a court for the 5 years, they're not finding them guilty until this dying minute. So sometimes. For me, I can tell you for free, the whole situation, suspicion, I personally believe say the man winner, but I get suspicion, not 100% clear. But the right thing for do, you know, go say my way or the highway, you get for follow the law. This law, now you want everybody get. Nigeria, Obi, he said a rogue election. You're going to court. When the court say not get right, it happen all over the world. Now court they decide anything and day. So if you say no, your way or no other way, and like people say, this tripartite, if you not carry away, will come out. Why in the first place, when I don't bring international community say now 3 people, they want to say if you not call for your own, would they demonstrate with the protest? So you not believe in the process, why they wait for the process? Because when I say if the June 19, you not come away for come out for demonstrate uprising for go pull the man, all this kind of thing. I think the leadership are honest. If we not come from day one, they say, look, we follow APCians, we make mistake, we're supposed to go court, we not go court, we lost the battle because this election will be a win, but because of ABC, we misstep. Let's move on. The reform the people still do them. But the leadership not able to come out to the people and the friends and supporters them. This is not a big problem. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And 100% I agree with you, your assertion. Thank you so much. Because to me, I really see dishonesty. I don't make it repeatedly clear. Say dishonesty they on both parts because the tripartites then therefore use them as a leverage for let them get their way. So now the president get to some extent it gets better position, like he gets the major part of the stick, whereas APC gets a very short end of the stick because it's very clear. And I go read to Una the press statement where the government through the information ministry put out. They make it clear, say the only body constitutionally we're responsible for call for a rerun of election now the Supreme Court. So they use the law now against APC, and me and plenty other people from day one, before even that window where they're supposed for contest the election results, that window be still open. But yet, then pull press release, then Secretary General, when sadly enough or interestingly enough, na lawyer say no, they're not going to go court. Not till at the end of the window of that 7-day where they say they can appeal the results, not to even the end of it. So they will still get days them, but yet say they're not going to go court. And look what they happen now. Then they drag the country and all this, they scare investors them away. Una don't make the blunder, una accept the blunder, and then they'll move on. But the tripartite, that way where una give the tripartite so much weight and thinking to say, way to mean in error or misleading way, thinking to say the tripartite will resolve the issue, it go force ECSL. I don't make it repeatedly clear. That ECSL, like the last caller say, where he say him believe, but not 100% say President Bill win the election. And the caller before him, I don't they make this point repeatedly clear. President Bill, why you need for all the country hostage? Because this thing, even if the tripartite make the findings, the reform and stuff like that, still get for go away. And sadly enough, we country it go in a direction where, to me, I they see President Bill, they go towards being a dictator. I be say I go play for una the Samoa Kamara in speech. But before I do that, let's show una something where personally it troubled me. It really, really troubled me about a lawyer will comment on President Bill in tweet. And then what happen? I believe say some of una don't see him. But like I show now. So this now, according to the Sierra Eye Salon, according to their own tweet, they say lawyer Joy Precious Bayo arrested for alleged cyber stalking of President Bill. When I see the crime, they arrest him and they say it is cyber stalk the president. So waiting at the cyber stalking from Bulem. Let we read them so we go will understand waiting at the meaning of cyber stalking. So according to the Sierra Eye Salon, they say the Criminal Investigation Department, that's the CID of the Sierra Leone Police, has arrested and detained lawyer Joy Precious Bayo on allegations of cyber stalking at President Bill. This arrest follows a tweet by Bayo where she challenged the legitimacy of Tuma Adama Jabi as the president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. On June 11th, 2024, President Bill shared a tweet reaffirming Tuma Adama Jabi's position. In response, Bayo posted a critical reply reflecting the sentiments, when I underline that word, reflecting the sentiments of many lawyers who do not recognize Jabi as their representative. Bayo's tweet read. So this Bayo's tweet read. So this now the tweet where lawyer Bayo right. So President Bill post the message and then he reply to President Bill. He says, "Sir, even your legitimacy highly questionable. Tuma in your self questionable. So just inform the public what you receive is a number of lawyers. Tuma does not represent the Bar Association executive. So just inform the public what you received is a number of lawyers." So this reply if will result in somebody for be arrested and make a bogus claim and say cyber stalking. Me fumble them. You see, we need for be careful, and even una the so-called supporters of the president. So meaning that una not forever be critical. Una self go there in this kind of situation. And no matter who that you be. So that's for be a kind of position for let we concern. And just for let una able understand, this not directly the reply. Just as the the paper or the article quota. So now the lawyer this, and now the reply to President Beer in tweet. Sir, even your own legitimacy highly questionable. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? If it not be questionable, we not forget tripartite. If it not be questionable, the international observer mission, do not for be say it not legitimate, do not for be accused them of rigging. So yes, indeed, it questionable. So not to say the person now false statement he make, questionable, not necessarily mean say you know win the election. I want to let people understand this. Questionable means say, like how the other callers say, I believe say he win according to Ram. He say believe say President Bill win the election. He said, but it a question why he not allow for release the result. See, so meaning that it's questionable. So even though he believes say President Bill win the election, but he still question if indeed he win. It gets doubt. So if somebody expressed that doubt there, waiting for warrant for the arrest him, it cost the president, it fit the president. So if Salon don't reach to that level where you're not for able for retweet this simple, because this is a simple statement and not factual statement as a matter of fact. The reason we make us say factual, for say a questionable, incessive, no say illegitimacy questionable. So why not accuse all the observer missions them of cyber bullying or whatever way then go twist them, but yet this lady for intimidate him and anybody will go dare reply to the president in tweet unfavorably, then go fend something where then go hang on you. So now that way we want Salon for continue, and the president they continue for they say administration, democracy and stuff. And he even by speech, it talk about the situation, say let we resolve issues them in a amicably way, because democracy is a part of disagreement. So somebody disagree with you, instead of you try for correct them, if at all in need for correct, or try for just disregard them or whatever it is, you make the arrest them and charge them for a bogus crime. Cyber stalking? Seriously? Somebody reply to your tweet. So you feel say you for just the tweet and then put out misinformation, mislead the country to a path of destruction. Because for let you endorse somebody where evidence day, video evidence then day, where show say that election day not credible. You as president, you endorse that person there. You acknowledge him as the leader of where 600 people, 600 representatives, 600 lawyers them sign a petition. So meaning half of the people that we register, because the number of people that we register for vote now 1,200 according to the statistics. So 600 sign a petition. Let me take a call and I will come back. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who said they call you from, please?
Yeah, Mr. Kargbo, I call from Virginia.
All right, thank you, bro. Go ahead, please. What's your additional take, sir?
Yeah, my additional take is this one. You understand? First of all, I want to say thank you so much for what you do, because if it's not for you, people will not go for pull with grievances, they will get some, will mind them for to come. Secondly, we're not able to tell the power supporter them waiting and we act, or tell the president them waiting and we act. You understand? I want to take this opportunity. This is a big legacy. Don't left. Anyhow we be tomorrow go for user for say we'll get a network with the various family. They'll be able to talk with the system. But my point to our type of Wincan is this. You understand? You see, Marabio with the supporter them. They no say the country not to go the right way and a thief this election also. So this Dubai call we talk so safe this now. I know we listen to the whole program. But I will tell you say, instead no say this not thief election. Marabio they even struggle. Anybody go in 5 common sense, you know, say this thing all it up will not correct. But I want to ask a question, Mr. Kargbo. Remember when the election take place, the European Committee all want to go observe and say this election will be free and fair and then do the tabulation. It will be OTF. Remember, then come back, then come with a suggestion them, what thing we're supposed to do, what happen for say, Marabio use the military against the opposition them, use the military, use the government resources, money them, all until they use them. They not still implement the thing them way they suggest to them for say, and they supposed to do not do. Which I mean by that, they come back to this election where happen, that the law the election where happen. The same way they thief the main election, and the same way they go thief the law they own them. But the law they deserve them because they for stand with the people and not stand with the people them. And the same way they do them back to the government them. At least if all land say now say they count some suggestion for we say that's so supposed to do. Let we tell for do them. Would our president ready for listen to people them? He will listen to people then cry. Then fail for doing that. The question go like this: this tripartite they make so who's guarantee when you go tell me or then you go tell me say they go be implement them, it will go fully implementation. It's not going to happen. So they call the people and they go for stand for the right. And they go for stand for the right. Not say because of the family in the government or the tribe money at the government or the community region, therefore they support that bill. This is completely wrong. We go for stand and tell people and say this is wrong. You know, if you tell your papa, tell and say this is wrong, or your parents they say wrong, but you go for tell the right to say, papa, with all due respect, this thing so that so for do. Your papa will sit down and think that in bed, say, okay, what's my picture at school, go follow up. So that will tell and say, look, correct this thing so what happen so. This thing for stop. Wouldn't matter for go ahead with this thing so no say a tip election. Everybody see them from the registration now, from the everything so far. Ban people not for go campaign, everything we're gonna say the guy with cook and fraud. So the money they fell not to legal money, I tell you this, I repeat again. No legal money they don't forget. And then people back they picking them out, the great guy picking them out, and like him they don't forget. Trust me, in order for succeed. I repeat again one time, not to come one time. First you get here, you know the see. First you get foot, you know the work out. Wait till you become blessing all the day. Then money the first to blessing money. Then they listen to the crowd the people them. At least let be a listening government now. This tripartite which don't council, don't suppress the opposition all the way. Anything they get comment now, let them try for work on now for the interest of their own people themselves and their own self. Now that's big for talk.
Well, again, you don't say.
Mr. Don't know, or Mr. No, because I'm going to use for listening news.
Okay, well, you time just 3 minutes, so right on time. Okay, so you point you make, I agree with that to some extent about the tripartite, but why you know also blame APC, where they know very well say then cable then in a parliament, yes, they not get the majority. Then cable push reforms in a parliament, then cable for reference. They report them where you reference the EU, they write a report, and the Qatar, they write a report, and even the new, they write a report when at the National Electoral Watch. They write a report and then give recommendations. So the APC in a parliament, they're supposed to push on their recommendations then they and try for really let them pass them now. Before we wait say last minute, 1 year before 2028, and then all this political bickering or fet begin and all that stuff then they. So
yeah,
APC,
Mr. But then we'll get law then now. We don't get the law for the UN, the law for the Natural Watch. We don't get the law again for the tripartite. All the pass back and Boku. Why not do the right thing? Pull the result, everybody see the thing clear. But no, win this thing. Even they're not going to say that APC for pull the result. Let's just say get right for pull the result. Say, but I win this thing, I don't pull the result. Because I wonder now many of the things that the results are the problem. Now that I put you stand still so. But what no year will will stop for nothing.
Absolutely. A very clear say they're not gonna do them. No matter let the country.
That means they're not genuine. They're not genuine. Mr. Kargbo, if I ask you right now, Mr. Kargbo, you get phone today. Mr. Kargbo, answer me 2 questions quick. You get phone there to you. When you get to go show me, yes. Say yes, I get phone. But if I talk say yes. Get degree, you get PhD, you go say we cannot get. I don't go pull and give me. You don't even get her. Let's say yes. Don't get the results. Why you not go prove the results to the people? You know say they win this star clear. While we go the consequence to rest. What we don't talk to now say, whether we win this star so clear. Let them get one supporter. If you lost a back, what I think is that the advantage and people fight for. Mr. Kargbo, everybody for fight for advantage. What is an advantage?
But in the interest of the country, you want fight and the right way. No fight and Ben way. And that's in my opinion, APC they fight and Ben way. And that make them self-contribute for let the country in a terrible state.
Why the people go for ask for the result? The people go for ask for the result. We go for ask for the result. If it not be now, not be now. We go for ask for results. So no matter what happen, and that's what Donald Trump be there also. We do all kind of nonsense in there. When you come up, we ask for that. We will demand for everything. We go for ask this one.
All right. Well, I don't know side the country will go then, and that's not easy. We make me they say
one stop and now for that happen. Somebody think I'm glad we take peace come because normally the country is stability. You know, say peace are very peaceful.
All right, we get to that caller. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, bro. Thank you. All right, let me take another call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting a minute. Where you calling from?
Good evening, Mr. Kargbo. This is Mans again.
Hello, brother Mans. Waiting an additional take. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, additional indeed. You see the insincerity. They don't push this insincerity to the point for some of we brothers and sisters. Then they don't lift nothing. So it's difficult for me with brothers and sisters to see the grave mistakes the opposition make in all of this thing. Firstly, you as an opposition, you will get all the opportunities to take the right path. We believe say that's my the first option I want to do. And anytime you get right for take a decision, or a decision is an option, no ever forfeit that decision with trying. Because if we still don't go across, then at the same time, if you not get within the ones, then we still boycott. But at least if we then a record and if we get so how we start, we're not going to be anything like within we see so on this tripartite thing. So the dishonesty is so much to the point, the flip-flopping and all of that is so much to the point. There is no way you can point out at the government without blaming the opposition for the own parts they play. Only the people them will not try to be honest with themselves. Will look and see the opposition of them will play all of these things. And now we go to this other topic we bring, this lawyer, Lady Joy. Hey God. Once you will remind the one that will support this government now is this. Power not the last. You turn the cam and you turn the pass. The law them when you pass the parliament, they're not the rotten. Just like the one that we commit there. You use how you want, and when you're ready for go, you left them there. When the other person come, you can use how we want. So long we be careful when they do some things then. Because at the end of the day, even your inactions then we're only responsible for that. Because if you see things that bad, they happen, and you fail for talk, you are as guilty as the person when they do them, especially when you're in a position for talk to the person, for let you listen something different, for let you talk to a very an honest opinion from somebody close. I'm talking about the relatives, the friends, the family, the one, the older, the party, and all the rest of it. Because we get people that believe, we get people that think rationally, we're objective, we're reasonable, where they say some of them say, so, but what are they doing? Are they saying anything? Are they raising their voices? No, they are not. They are also as guilty as the one the way they participate so many crime. The lady not talking nothing about it. And nothing not the way it talk, where sometimes other people are not talking it. Nothing not the way it talk, where other people not talk it. Everybody don't question the results. And that is the DCF say. And the right thing is say, if the bad situation did not court, they question the Tuma in victim. If you honestly mean what you say, what you did right now, people just start talking before consider all not honest. Then what they do they put sooner for just fool the people then. They're not honest. You will as president and for say, you know what, Tuma wait for Sia, this case been a court on a clear them. But this action just they justify the APC their position for saying when they go to court because you know we'll get justice. Even though for me also the right decision that if you also don't make use of that part today. Go to the court, let them give the wrong decision, then you cover, you strike, you can't agree because I can't all team will fear but the courts to go in and do. We are not saying that the right decision. They absolutely. But the president just justified the APC position. Because if you can't tell Thomas, say, wait, when I get case in a court, when I clarify that we can't deal with, you know, we can't fail me, it just means that you support bad things in the country. Thank you very much, sir.
That's not one way of looking at it. But even so, morally a wrong, but I don't think legally a wrong though, because he can choose for endorse them, but the legal system can still proceed. It just happened to more say independence noddy. The legal system can still proceed. Waiting President Bill exhibit lack of moral. But that not necessarily means, in my opinion, a breach any law. So now that moral aspect me they go after him for saying you get people and way they fight for the legitimacy of this person and whose business in the first place a get for recognize them. Because they're supposed to be independent. It not even need for recognize them.
Exactly. But again, and allow me for example, I'm very sorry, sir. But again, you see the reason why we get laws then I'll get the name again, whether they bring come not so part of the constitution, but when they bring come when the act they will present in parliament. Statutory instruments then. Now, yes. For revise and review after they look at certain laws and say, this one should not look fine, or make them fine, let it fit the current situation, the current things that they go on the world. Now, that may could revise the laws in way. So, in other words, not because something legally right, that means say it correct. Because you will, as a president, that will stand in the middle of the divide. Now, that makes you go, people that you talk say, after when you win election at a country, you are no longer the head of your party, but instead you are the head of that country. You know, like a Kumbra, we get twin picking them. You hold the all three hand. Also, you see first they come, and you work for Timat Middle and solve that issue. But plenty of people that they get the opinion, we self believe say all these institutions them they use them as weapon.
Absolutely.
Institutional capture. So now that makes me see some of them here. So thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Let's take another call. Thank you. All right, let me take another call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and you say they call you from, please? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. You there on now live?
Yeah.
What's your name and you say they call you from?
This is James from Virginia.
Hello, brother James. Thank you so much for your call. And what's you take on the program?
Yeah.
Sir?
Thank you so much, Mr. Kargbo, for your time. Me, I differ from the last caller and the previous caller.
Okay.
We are not seeing no legality and any moral something breach. One, there is every bar association election conducted in our country before BO come. They go the president and the executive, what they call the board. They pay because he called visit to the president. It doesn't mean that if you're independent, you don't make a courtesy call visit to the president. There's nothing compromising about that. And if President Biola accepted them, if there was any legal challenge in court, when their injunction on them, I would have said it's morally wrong and legally wrong. But nobody has challenged them. Just public opinion. Is that enough? Is that how we want our country to be led? And the same thing APC do. APC play on the public opinion. That's not how you challenge the result. Why are we blaming Bio, whatever thing people are doing wrong, legally minded people? They know that if they have to challenge the result of whatever they have done, they should have taken it to court. And there's no injunction to this time at least say BO did the right thing. But before wasting time of negative propaganda over a Salon issue, I just want to talk about few developments that took place this week. We saw President Bio open one of the biggest children's hospitals in that country. We are in 165 Pekin there. The way we admit them, sophisticated machines for saving lives in that country. And Bio has done that almost all the streets. They don't open up Ono, Kailang, Kenima, Freetown. Look about the 500 bed hospital. Now 36 or 38. The military hospital, which the First Lady is working on, very soon, the hospital will be open. Let's talk about the light, the gas plant that will provide lights for the entire Freetown, both rural and urban. Because Freetown only need 100 watt hour. It's going to be very close to 150. Those are the good news. Those are the things. Some of us, when we retire, we go to saloon. Those are the things all government, since Salon have been created, Buguna has taken more than 60 years or 50 years. They cannot even produce 100 watt hour. But under this bio government that will be before what we say is doing nothing, they're going to produce 150 within 36 months. Those are the things I believe say Sierra Leone should be, which we want to celebrate. Now you go Cambia, there's electricity. You go Kabbalah, more than 50 years, we have never seen that. You go Moyabaton, there's electricity, Pujan, Kaizang. Those are the things some of us want to celebrate. So that Salon will grow not only one part of Sierra Leone, but the length and breadth of Sierra Leone. I believe, say, if all the government focus on those things, Salon will be another place and will name will be on the map. Mr. Kargbo, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share this good news with my fellow Sierra Leoneans who think there is nothing good coming out of Sierra Leone, but there is a lot of good things coming out of Sierra Leone under the new government.
All right, Brother James. Yeah, thank you very much for where you share all the good news today. And that point where you say no legal action not taken with respect to the election, the Bar Association, that's not true. They don't bring the case to a body. We're responsible for discipline them. We now the council. So the council, the case they before the council, and now they don't even give ultimatum in terms of saying therefore call emergency general meeting. So then and that now the steps them. So the legal process not pass yet. So, but again, for the facts that then they in them processes, then they don't object, and then they look into it. And what about the videos? For goodness sake, the videos sufficient for let president to be able to put a hold on the process. Definitely.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that is independent. Mr. Kargbo, the only way BO would have stopped that if there was injunction past the court of law, Mr. Kargbo.
Yeah, but
there's no way BO as a city president, he has to the board of directors or the ex-president has they don't hand over the baton to the newly elected board. Whatever BO as an individual, it's not a court.
And anyway,
it's not a court. That's why they should have taken the thing to court, pass injunction. If they are going to do public opinion, whatever they are doing, the same mistake APC did, which I believe whatever.
No, let we pull like us anymore. I know like where we did talk about benchmarking in terms of international standards. We talk about compare APC SLPP, then they go mislead and not go take anywhere because all to them party are, in my opinion, then terrible. Waiting, I use the word moral. Waiting at the say now is you they talk like say now must the president for accept them. No. I did
not say, Mr. Kargbo, I might have misspoken or you might have misunderstood what I said.
Yeah,
I said that will be a pattern. That will be a pattern for a call.
Yes.
The president he's not endorsing anybody. It's just a courtesy call.
And
for respect's sake.
And I'll let you go because how you know go be an endorsement for like you photo up and then you publish about acceptance. Where somebody say, I can't offend you. Where somebody say, I can't offend you. If you believe, say that person there, meet your moral standard, you go say no. Not at this point. Not at this time.
The election was not be challenged. It has not been challenged.
But I just don't tell you, say they challenge the election through their own council. That is sufficient. That's sufficient challenge. So the president, the president not made for say, you don't forget court
they should have taken their lawyers. They know better than you and I. They should have challenged that the court imposed injunction.
But
on them.
Again, the steps them, now then they take so because now association. Okay? So then get written and call the Companies Act. Where now in guide them and then make them clear. Say according to the Companies Act, then they follow them processes then they and the association members them then get half of them don't sign, don't petition. So they call for emergency, they don't put date. So then they use the proper steps. So given that then they in that process again, let me take the standard Naya, my brother. And not go
Mr. Kargbo, if it was here or any other state, what they should have done, if you don't go to high court, impose injunction so that these people stop acting. That's what you should have done.
And a lot take another call with a misunderstanding each other. The going to court. Not like the saloon situation, the election na saloon situation, because the process say now through the Supreme Court and then you days them for appeal and all that. So this one then gets their own constitution and then gets their own mechanism, and then mechanisms then they use. So how you for say then for don't bypass the mechanisms then they and go for injunction? No. So then they use the mechanisms.
Mr. Kargbo, the memorandum of association in that with legal whatever, it not talk say if you say you have been cheated, you should not go to court.
And
I believe say
allow other
they should have gone to court. Well, the people are acting already. What about that?
Then get their own body working discipline. Then get their own disciplinary body. Now association for crying out loud. Let me forget saying about association, but now association. So an association, you get the
only day for the bar association. It's for the legal counsel. The legal counsel, there are certain lawyers who are not part of the bar. They are there to discipline all lawyers.
Yes.
All lawyers.
Okay. So
and not all lawyers are part of that bar.
Okay.
That is so right.
All right. So now, okay. So that legal counsel there, now they try for remedy this situation. And both Sengbe Mara and Wara, they don't make it clear. Say that they first take the step to the legal counsel, and if the legal counsel no sort of make them to the way their own body think, because then gets, as a matter of fact, then Migo consider say then get the majority, because the number of people that we don't sign now about 600. And according to statistics, now 1,200 register for vote. So meaning they get half. So if you add the one they want
allegedly.
Waiting allegedly. Because they don't kind of make them clear. And
but Mr. Kargbo, even the signature you are talking about, nobody has legally verified them that the member they are the members who sign. Anybody can sign for on behalf of anybody. So that's why it's not confirmed.
Let we use critical thinking here. Again, I go engage more.
Yes, sir.
Let we use critical thinking here. That way, where the issue contentious. If the nobody gets that proper number, you don't feel say even Tuma not for don't come and say their numbers and they bogus.
If I'm a president now, I don't have to what they try to do. They are wasting their time. I know that the action they are taking, they are wasting their time. Now, unity are the fed for. I don't care, not every dog that barks at no stone, they send stone at him. What I will do now for unify the organization, now for me, I will be headbent for unify the organization rather than reacting to all best statement that's coming out.
How you go unify an association like that? Now the similar thing the country they go through without justice.
Mr. Kargbo, we don't merry-go round. Not only Samuel Kamara have accepted Bio as the president. These are just bogus and things we never going to take with nowhere.
Okay. All right. Well,
I even consider him as a 12 loser. He knew he never won the election. He don't want to make something out of nothing. If you listen to his speech yesterday,
just I will play him. Just a question to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You agree for ECSL now release the disaggregated result by polling station? You agree?
I do not agree, but that.
Okay.
But Mr. Kargbo, no former commissioner have never done that.
That's you see you they go back to the terrible benchmark. The terrible benchmark. This day and age, no sober democratic government, no day where election will happen, do not pull disaggregated result. Not to international best practice that one day. But you they go back to
Mr. Kargbo,
so now that's
the reason why. That's the reason why Manabio have bring back. It's a law reform our law. It's not a requirement. It's not a requirement. Why we want to make it a requirement now?
My brother,
why want to make it a requirement?
My brother, pass it. President Bill repeatedly they say he win the election. He get the numbers them.
Of course.
It's fine.
Because
so pass it.
You and I know that because the only legal institution way for declare as a winner is declare as a winner.
So you see the problem here. Again, it boiled down to resolving in an amicable way, and also for rescue the country. If not be good leader, you convince, and I don't make it repeatedly clear now, okay? the Secretary General of the SLPP, it came out, it put out a press statement and say, according to the Yontale, President Bio gets 66% of the popular, the vote, the valid vote, 66%. So Una gets the tally. The international community don't condemn Una. We don't lose MCC benefit because the only requirement we they ask for release the disaggregated result by polling station. As a good leader and somebody who wants that legitimacy, not just within citizenry, but internationally, you don't need for even talk to Kone because accepting an independent association or organization, you they push your Attorney General through the Information Act and force Kone through the court. Forget about APC. Through the court, let it publish the disaggregated result for let you gain in legitimacy. And let we get that money. And now you talk about the electricity. Almost now that money they weigh them pledge 412 million. And that one day, now private sector, we for don't get close to that amount there, about 400 million, when a grant, free. We're not to any private sector. Where government for even make the selling of the electricity to the body we're responsible ETSA for distributor. Even in a way make them cheaper for people because now free money basically. But we don't go that route there. Instead, we forfeit that money there just because of the ask, say, the requirement. Now, for let you release the disaggregated result.
Mr. Kargbo, we are not forfeit that money yet. The FCC is still ongoing.
And not ongoing. The condition where they give President Bio, ECSL, do not agree with the conditions then they. Anyway,
they say it depends on how this is amicably resolved.
Me brother,
and it has not resolved it. And the two parties have, if you listen to Samuel Kamara, you know that this have already resolved.
And I'll let you go because to me, I don't feel say it be even necessary itself for go through the tripartite and not for cost Sierra Leoneans anything for
yes, only Samuel Kamara will have accepted defeat and move on. Like any other loser, we don't do
why the responsibility of releasing the disaggregated result for lie on someone?
Mr. Kargbo, that have not been the benchmark for election to accept election results in our country. That have not been. Why now are you moving the goalpost?
So why ECSL they claim say they meet international best practice? Why did they claim that then?
What they said, what I've listened, Congress say he has conducted election as it can be conducted.
No, if I don't say APC standard or Salon standard, Salon mediocrity standard. Now that's
so let's make the law. Let's make the law better so that we will meet the international standard.
My brother, it not go matter. The law they don't broke. So the law, this tripartite.
Which law they broke?
If you be to listen to me, I will give one example. The 11.9% threshold, then they contrary to the Elections Act, the 2022 Elections Act.
Yes.
11.9%, the method where they use for calculate them, it violate the 2022 Elections Act. And I'll get no bearing. Yes. And I'll get no bearing the way they calculate them with the voters' number. And
that 11.9 is part of the Electoral Act.
No, it is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. I don't make them very clear.
I knew about it.
No,
I knew about it.
My brother, I don't read that in several times. I don't even several programs them show how it should have been calculated. I don't show that.
How do you think it should have been calculated? That's how.
It's very simple. My brother, percentage, forget the total proportion. If it will be 100%, correct?
Mr. Kargbo, you're right, 100%.
100%.
But that's not that thing was part of. That was the thing. If you can they put it down to 5%. That 11.9% is in that act. That's why they should put it down. It is part of the law.
No, in order now one example, I guess several.
It was there. It is there.
And anyway, yeah, I beg.
Because I remember before the election,
Brother James.
Yes, sir.
Brother James, do you prove me wrong? Are they on recording this nationwide, worldwide? Prove me wrong. The next time where they call, please send them to VOS and say you don't see them. That 11.9%, you don't see them in the Election Act. The 2022 Elections Act, you don't see them there. And send them to VOS and then call and say, Mr. Kargbo, I don't put them now either the Facebook or I don't send them to your WhatsApp. So pull and let people see them and show me who side the 11.9% there. I go happy for sure them and then apologize. But at the time,
I know that was discussed, debate in Parliament because Juncker and others were saying that's too high. That's going to eliminate a lot.
Okay, let's tell you what CSL do. The same terrible, you know, it pain me where they talk about international standard. It really pain me as Sierra Leonean. Because we're not stupid. You get Boko intelligence Sierra Leoneans them. Now the country and outside of the country. That 11.9%, it announced them after they don't pass the electoral law, after the electoral act. Now I announce them. And the way where
my debate here, it happened before the election.
Yeah, but
everybody knew.
Common sense.
Everybody knew the two parties. APC has majority in Parliament at that time. They knew about it. Nobody brought. They should have brought the electoral commissioner because the constitution says 20%. Member of Parliament can bring anybody for questioning.
Okay, now that I be always say, APC or the opposition, it not necessarily means say because they not bring and come up, then we for accept them. No. But easy math. Okay, wait. Brother James, I go let you go soon. But easy math. You say the total of the voters, the total number of votes, it will be 100% of the district, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So, dear example, Kono. Wait, not interrupt me. Let we able for kind of learn from each other, yeah? 11.9%, Kono gets 10 seats. 11.9% times 10. Then they not go give more than 100%.
Okay, Mr. Kargbo, let me say
yes or no. Yes or no.
The percentage is not based. Let me say something, Mr. Kargbo.
No, let me go step by step.
It's not based on the voters. It's based on registered voters. The percentage, because the percentage came out before the election. So there's nowhere SFPN, how do you call it? ECSI will not say, will not forget 10 voters. The percentage is based on registered voters.
I don't think you really familiar with it because the way they say so. Then seats then they be done predetermined before the election. A very clear, yes. So there be no say there be no say Konon 10 seats. There be no say the Western Urban are 16 seats. There be no all that. There be know the seats their number.
Because of the registered voters.
No.
Because of registered voters.
No, now because of the bogus census. You see, so you don't get any clue at all. So please no argue.
No.
You don't get any clue. So no argue, please. The
census, they use a mean. Two censuses. That's what they use. Not only bogus census. The means of the two censuses, that's what they did. That's what
let we allow other vote. Let we allow other callers them. But the simple question.
Well, thank you, Mr.
The simple
Kargbo.
question I get is, you don't need for even reach class 7 for let you take say each person, each parliamentarian forget 11.9% of the vote, the valid vote, for let it get 1 seat. So if you take 10 seats, assuming say each parliamentarian forget 11.9%, so you multiply 11.9% times 10, you don't exceed way more than 100%. That's not statistical error right there, mathematical suicide. Anyway, I'll let you go, but it's shameful. And it pain me for like simple math like that. And then you they claim say you use international standards. Anyway, let me take another call. But it at the ending, as Sierra Leonean, and you get boku educated people in another country they for like them they bogusly use any kind of rubbish math and then say, oh, now this it's laughable. It's really laughable. And a disgrace to the country. Disgrace. You just say somebody forget 11.9%. And then you get place where you get 16 seats. So how you going to explain that? One person gets 11.9%. Where the act show clearly how you go for derive the percentage. When a percentage we're varying. Not a one size fit all. It then at the act. But then you know use them. You just cut out no more. So you go eliminate smaller parties then. Then they're good for the country. And then you say don't pass. Let we shrug them off. And then you bring rubbish comparison. Oh, it not be done this so not the same way before. Seriously? We all know say them party are not disgrace to the country in development. APC and SLPP. So where we want for go before, the threshold for B, international standard. Place them where they practice democracy. For push them countries then go before. Not all the bogus math was shameful enough, as simple as that. And then you get straight face. People like Yum Keller, PhD person, you know, able to see that simple error there. Question, Bo, if you say one person forgets a seat, forget 11.9%. So meaning that decide that win at 10 seat. If you multiply 11.9%, 10 seat, that it don't give over 100% of the total vote. So how that is statistically possible? Simple thing. Well, you don't need for even go secondary school safe for realize that. Let we continue for take the calls. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who side they call we from, please? Yeah, go ahead, WhatsApp.
Okay, yes. So firstly, I want for Econ within some of the things that we brothers talk. We, you know, as much as we all look forward to development in a salon, but don't not forget, say, anything what we call development without sincerity, not to development. That's now one. You know, they make comments, but hospital will get 500 beds, ultra modern or state of or whatever we describe them. Wrong, Uncle James. James, we then at them place here, so we for the set example now to people within a salon. We're not for the join politicians for the talk like them. Let we talk like say we don't come na place them, we expose, we enjoy benefits them, and then benefits how they enjoy, not a big talk that with man and they make. For giving people light. Not a big talk them be they make or lie them be they make or bogus statements for make them hold them. I believe saying a Maryland or Virginia, you say they look how they make them place them. They look at the road, them look at the beltway. Every 4-5 years, you will see that they draw new road. Not upon big talk or not upon lie. No, they mean them. And they do it with sincerity because they see and saying a good thing for them people them and that's something will bring benefits to the country. Now, You talk about all the hospital them. Fantastic. Me, I'm glad for see we get new hospital them. But with me own concern when we get, and not too far ago, not too long ago, when Dr. George from Cottage, he come out in the public and cry to the public concerning the issues them will affect the CMH, we all know as Cottage. Waiting we don't do for solve that issue. We don't get no updates. We not see nothing. We don't make the situation still not the same. And we all agree so we still struggle with electricity. So all the thing and the way they build, so you build this hospital, I build hospital. Those most of the hospital that we talk about now the East and all the rest, not correct. I will tell them categorically say not correct. So let them stop for the car with the same propaganda. Now the same thing all they talk about the APC and the SLPP. It's all about propaganda. You see Samoa they talk na propaganda. You know the great for talk to people them. You see Biosef they talk, instead not the great for talk to. Then we the supporter them, where we they claim say okay we get small education, we get small exposure, where we for able to see through the lies than they and say the right thing to we brothers and sisters them. We safely join them back. Waiting the way bad past that's not a country. We honor these people them. Now, una they join the one the way they deceive una for continue for deceive the rest of mankind. That's very bad. And quick one, I just join you in your education. Whenever you say percent, you mean over 100 of whatever you look at. Where you want to forget a percentage of. Where you put all them thing and they together, it will be 100. Now, the total, if we come to 100. So now, then get that percentage there from the number of seats that were available, like elements. But the biggest and most foolish error anybody can make, now when you go apply 1%, one fixed percent to all the districts in the country, it's foolish. We get different quantity, number of seats them. It's foolish. I mean, me footing all will make that mistake there. Because whatever it is, whatever total it is you look at, when you put them all together in percentages, if you come to 100. So if you get 5 seats na some side, then you say what will you forget? You forget 11 for you get 1. If you put all that 5 there, at 55 they give you. For every second they give you 100. So for places that we get 5 seats, if you are enough for you say you forget 20% of the vote, and then they go give you 100. For place that we get 10, if we give you 10% of the votes, and then they go and call for place that we get 20 seats, you forget 5%. So by so doing, even smaller parties that within the areas and they go able to forget seats. But for them with the defending kind calculations, then they listen, Mr. James, this is not for you, my brother. One of the things they will need to lie, or two things they will not lie in this world. The first one, we believe in religion, we say the Bible or the Quran. Then the second one, we know the lie, a number. Number, in know the lie. In know the language, in know the lie. So, any 1 na 1, 2 is 2. Regardless of who say you come out, Brother James. So, the last 2 I want for you argue. And even myself, if I know we challenge Mr. Kargbo anyway, I just praise you small. But the last thing I want you argue are numbers. You know the lie. And ECSL was wrong. So now world international standard. I'm sorry, Mr. James, but nothing other than Salo they do on international standard. The brother, me Alex Saloon. I want to be like how America, like how UK, and other places. Nothing other they do on them places so when an international standard. I'm very sorry to say. Nothing absolutely not what they do. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry, folks. I notice me mic be off. If we talk about development, me fambulem, we need for compare Salone to developed countries or countries the way they progress. But if we say, oh, APCB don't do them, and we all know, say, the reason we make we do so in the first place, now because of APC, the ill intention for the country in the name of 1991 Constitution. Because of the intention for that 1991 Constitution, we forgive the President Momo at the time so much power that they go dead there forever. So like now it go be a sham multi-party system. Just like how Madabio they do so. Now a sham democratic principles. But it behave, it rule the country as a dictator. It's very clear. So now the same thing again. So because of the ill intention from Momo Intem, Kabakam, it not do anything. Komakam, it not do anything because the same selfishness by them. Now they think about the country in better one, and then it bother me. Well, now the president leader here, where together they don't push Salone backwards. And 2023, in the 21st century, and then where we they reference Liberia, then people and they say, oh, they don't establish, they're more mature past we. Seriously? Seriously? Ebo me fumble them. Seriously? They're more mature past we? Whose country where go do election? Democratic country where you not go able to see the disaggregated result by polling station. When are in there they add and come to the aggregate, the final number. Then you now able and then you say waiting. Because the independence of the ECSL. Anyway, let I play Dr. Samura in speech and the one way a counter, and then I go play the one way is say they sort of don't agree as a joint statement, and just like how the callers that don't, plenty of the callers that don't say, how deceitful, very deceitful, they're all. Let's play Fambulem, and I will come right back.
My fellow Sierra Leoneans, I speak to you today in the name of truth, justice, peace, love, democracy, and honor. First and foremost, let me extend warm greetings to all who truly fear God. But let me convey sincere best wishes to our Muslim brothers and sisters who have recently celebrated Eid Adha. I also pray for the safe return of those Muslim compatriots after performing the Hajj. May the Almighty guide and protect all of us during these challenging times. I wish to recognize the recent speech by President Bill on the Agreement for National Unity. I am also addressing you today on the same subject and your expectations for full implementation of the agreement to restore and strengthen our democracy, especially after the contested June 2024-2023 multi-tier elections. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, nearly a year ago, you stood in long queues under the sun for many hours, and in some cases stayed until after dark to vote for a new leader and government in our beloved Sierra Leone. We are all aware of the numerous issues and public concerns over the way and manner the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone conducted the June 24, 2023 general elections. The greatest shock was the way the results were published, the way the results were produced, and the way they were communicated to the public. The chairman of the ECSL read out final figures of winners as president, parliamentarians, mayors, chairmen, and councillors, without providing to the voters the supporting results reconciliation forms, RRFs, as required by law and democratic best practice. Based on popular judgment and commonality in the reactions of national and international election observers, it is evident that the ECSL set a new low for organizing one of the worst elections in the history of Sierra Leone, as well as of global democracies. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, justifiably, the All People's Congress, which had been serving as the main opposition party, decided not to accept the results as announced by ECSL, and hence withdrew our participation in parliamentary and local council governance. The prolongation of this governance boycott could have paralyzed the entire governance system in the country. However, thanks to the timely intervention of the international community, the goodwill of the APC, and the patience and understanding of all Sierra Leoneans, a solution was found in an internationally mediated cross-party dialogue between the APC and the SLPP government, which brought hope and relief to millions of citizens who had exercised their democratic votes on 24th June 2023 for electing political leaders of their choice. An agreement for national unity was signed by the leadership of both the SLPP government and the APC, which, among other things, provided for a review of elections management, retribution, and other elements for advancing political tolerance and cordial interpersonal relationship among politicians and their respective supporters. A tripartite committee comprising representatives of the APC, the SLPP government, and international partners was established to examine shortcomings and irregularities in the 2023 and past electoral cycles relative to the thresholds for free, fair, transparent, and credible elections. Understandably, the entire nation awaits the results of the tripartite committee's analysis, deliberations, findings, and recommendations by end of day today, June 29, 2024, as timelined in the Agreement for National Unity. We have received incredible support from the AU, ECOWAS, the Commonwealth, European Union, United States, UK, Ireland, and many other development partners. The committee has also benefited from interactions with election management bodies and the people of Sierra Leone. The work of the Tripartite Committee is a public good. Yet, despite the agreed terms of reference demanding a thorough examination of the 2023 election results and repeated requests by the APC, the work of the Tripartite Committee has to date been frustrated by and downplayed, as the ECSL has contemptuously refused to submit the disaggregated results at the polling station level, backed by the relevant RRFs. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, the Agreement for National Unity is an opportunity to end the political divisions that for too long have paralyzed nationalism, development, and economic growth in Sierra Leone. It is not perfect, but it represents our best opportunity to start to end the culture of political retribution that for too long has characterized Sierra Leone's body politic. I have clearly heard your demands that your national leaders must break with their collective past and do better. Political leaders must come together to focus on governance, service delivery, and above all, poverty elimination. They must create new economic and livelihood opportunities for everybody in the country. When we agree to take the courageous step
of embarking on a new direction through the Agreement for National Unity. This was our primary motivation. The 2023 elections stand as a third chapter in our political history. The ongoing disputes and disagreements over the ECSL announced results are solely due to the failure of our national institutions, including the ECSL, to deliver for the common good. The final report of the Tripartite Committee, which is now under active preparation, will work to change this long-standing reality. It will begin the hard legislative and regulatory work of putting in place safeguards to ensure that never again in our national life will ambitions of the few be allowed to overcome the will of the many. It will protect our national electoral institutions from the corruption and incompetence that has marred successive electoral cycles in our country, leading to divisions and retribution that we now seek to end going forward. At the same time, the Tripartite Committee is not a panacea. It was never intended to address all political ills in our society, or to repair all political and electoral wrongs. The damage that has been done through the failure of our electoral institutions has been done, but can never be forgotten. The wounds to our body politic can never be fully repaired. But we can grow, learn, and change from them as time goes on. And that is why the APC will continue to urge for appropriate sanctions on persons responsible for inflicting this national damage. As with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission that helped to heal our country's wounds following our brutal civil war, the Tripartite Committee started from a simple premise that to correct the problem, we must understand what happened. To that end, the Tripartite Committee initiated its work, including an examination of the 2023 elections, seeking to understand the perspectives and facts that underlay this contest. It did so as a Truth and Reconciliation Commission before it to right every wrong and bring every wrongdoer to justice, to shine a light on where radical change and institutional reforms are desperately required, and to build, to the extent possible, a shared historical narrative, a foundation on which we can build better and stronger democratic institutions. We have already encountered aspects of the 2023 elections on which the Tripartite Committee and Sierra Leoneans of different political stripes likely will not agree or may never agree. That is to be expected. However, our differences and these contentious aspects should be reflected in the report and recognized as such, while allowing equitable space for respective parties to pursue their positions further. Notably, however, these aspects represent proximate determinants of accepting the will of the people and thereby building a sustainable democracy, peace, and stability. They should also not stop us from grasping simultaneously the opportunity to change electoral systems, institutions, and personalities going forward. We agree on enough of the diagnosis that we can treat the disease. There is no question that the final report of the Tripartite Committee is a political necessity. We knew that would be the reality when we elected months ago in the committee's terms of reference to have it operate by consensus. We did so to ensure that recommendations coming out of the report had a strong national basis to move forward rapidly into law and best electoral practices. We did so to guarantee that our key concerns were fully addressed in the report. We did so to enable the political class to move forward on the fundamental irregularities of the 2023 elections while focusing on the issues of governance, economic growth, and poverty reduction that are also presently core concerns for every Sierra Leonean. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, let me reiterate that leadership at all times means taking bold and difficult decisions, even where they affect your ego and personality. That is what should be acknowledged and done in the current circumstances. As the major political parties in the country, we have voluntarily agreed to examine the outcomes of the 2023 elections. By so doing, we have made the difficult decision to place the national interest above partisan politics, to prioritize governance and economic well-being of our people, to provide our local councils across the country inclusive environments necessary for them to deliver for the people of this country. A Southern African proverb says that when the elephants fight, only the grass gets trampled. It is time in our beloved country, therefore, for the elephants to stop fighting and allow the grass to grow. I would like to firmly implore and encourage any voices wishing to use the final report of the Tripartite Committee as an excuse for violence, ethnic hatred, political vilification, and destabilizing our nation and the economy to desist. This is unacceptable. Too much blood has already been shed, and too much treasure has also been lost in the history of our country. We cannot as a nation afford to lose any more innocent lives and hard-earned treasure. Peace, tolerance, and mutual respect must remain an overriding priority. Finally, the report of the Tripartite Committee, when it comes out and presented to the nation, is far from the end of this political transformation process. It is not even the end of the agreement for national unity. Much more remains to be accomplished. Many more opportunities exist to make additional gains, and many more victories for democracy, national unity, and inclusive development will be forthcoming. I pledge to continue working within this process with the firm support of our development partners and you all to ensure that Sierra Leone has a strong, democratic, and effective national institutions we also dearly desire. This is our wish, and we must stay firm to defend it to its ultimate conclusion. We are abundantly rich in nature, goodwill, and religious tolerance. But most unfortunately, we are unbearably poor in cash, political governance, and integrity, which together form the bedrock of a peaceful, stable, and prosperous nation. The cross-party dialogue is continual and collective. It is not just a fight for the APC or any specific region or ethnic grouping. Here, the APC reiterates its firm challenge to the announced election results by the ECSL, and again calls for the publication of the disaggregated results by polling station as required by our constitution, our electoral laws, and the expectations of our people. People across Sierra Leone voted for change. Our main objective is to achieve electoral transparency, accountability, and justice for the people and rescue democracy in Sierra Leone. Regardless of where you were born, you deserve to know that your vote was counted and honestly reported. After our initial frustration, my party has resolved to return to the Tripartite Committee, hoping that the ECSL, which has already lost integrity and public trust, will seize the opportunity to be more law-abiding and respecter of the will of the people. I commend the members of the Tripartite Committee representing the APC, the SLPP government, and the international community for their commitment and collective endeavor. I particularly recognize the extraordinary contributions of the APC comrades on the committee. Their dedication to the ideals of our party and their determination to pursue electoral truth, institutional accountability, and electoral justice for the people of Sierra Leone is highly commendable. While progress has been made relative to the implementation of the 8 resolutions on the Agreement for National Unity, a lot of work still remains to be done on resolutions beyond the stipulated 6 months. This will enable the committee to complete its work and present a report that truly reflects the will and expectations of the people of Sierra Leone. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I have consistently resisted being dragged into violence and civil disorder. It is, however, a grave mistake to believe there can be peace without justice. The TRC report clearly shows how acts of injustice and the lack of institutional accountability and transparency led to the brutal civil war in Sierra Leone. Justice, especially electoral justice, is essential for true and sustainable peace and democracy. The show of force by the security personnel in Freetown and countrywide in our environment of peace and quiet can be interpreted as an indication of a crisis of legitimacy, resulting in heightened tension and chaos. I will be remiss if I do not welcome, once again in Sierra Leone, Madam Fatoumata Jallow Tambajan, former Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, and the rest of the International Assessment Mission. We thank you for your continued personal effort to advance democracy in our beloved Sierra Leone. I thank you all, and may God bless Sierra Leone.
All right, Fambulem, Onado Yegi, Dr. Samura Kamara of the APC, and of course, plenty of the viewers that don't make it clear to me, full of misinformation, and even though it ever play with words, but for the fact say it's still they give their supporters them false hope about waiting the tripartite go do. Waiting, I'm not able to understand what he mean by the tripartite report go be a report we go reflect the will of the people. I'm not able to understand what he mean by that. Because to me, the will of the people now then vote. So tripartite saying, okay, well, Onago kind of maybe let's just play the joint statement, because in the joint statement it talk about all the aspect where for reform. So in the first place, the reform, as I'm making clear, again, a few callers that have making clear, this report or recommendations, they go to President Bio. And yes, they say moral guarantors and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how legally binding. And as a matter of fact, President Bio they pass their laws then they. A parliament they pass their laws then they. President Bill, the only law from your understanding we go pass is if the country they in a state of emergency. But anything short of that, na parliament. So for say they send them to President Bill and then President Bill send them to parliament, it don't make any sense to me at all. At all. So on one hand, we talk about the independence of each branch. Say we forget complete separation of powers. So rather than the president supposed to champion something like this, now the parliament, the parliamentary committee or a parliamentary committee for set up that kind here, because then he will take the recommendations directly and try for enact on them. So, but if President Bill send them to Parliament, it will just be similar recommendations. It will left to Parliament for see the need or not. So why put the country in this kind charade, this kind of saga? And worst all, two parties there. They feel saying they own Sierra Leone. I'll take one call and then I will play the joint statement. But all two the sides, they're very deceitful, in my opinion. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Wait to know your name and you say they call we from, please. Hello, caller. You there on live? Hello, caller. All right, then let me take the other call. VOS
Hello,
Network.
caller.
Hello, caller. Wait to know your name and you say they call we from, please. So I don't know if you wait when I don't take a while by the line. But caller, you there on live? All right.
Yeah, now me on call or the person earlier?
No, now you on call. The one will be there before you. I know you am, so I go to you.
Okay. Dr. Koneko here. Good evening.
All right. Thank you so much, brother. What do you take on the program tonight, sir?
Yeah, so this same day among the highly educated people are waking council, then they talk rubbish, right? But now just
now come closer to the phone, sir. You sound like you did a little bit far. Please.
Oh, much better now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I say me same day another community of highly educated people are waking talk some rubbish, right? What kind of you platform?
Well, I don't know what you mean, and to me, I don't think I use the word rubbish. I just kind of disappointed.
Anyway,
that's
not
highly educated, but yet they're not. They put the country at heart. Instead, then they just go by the political loyalty.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead. So you said you told.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll be one. I think I want to share your understanding of that 11% down the calculator. Maybe no understand that right.
Yes.
But it's like so. Let's say a particular place now 16 seats they now 100 people are register and now based off of the 100 people and they calculate the 11%. So that means if 11 people vote for a party, then that party they go get qualify for get a seat in that particular place there, right? So if in gets seat, then they look at the next party we get up to the 11% and allocate the seats to that party there as well. But let's just say, for example, no other party, not in another place they will get reach 11%, and our two parties there no more. In which case, SLPP, APC gets more than 11%. Then straight away that 11% pass down. So then they look at the percentage of how much each party gets, and then to the day. Now based off of that, then they allocate the 16 seats there. Example, if let's say APC gets 70% and SLPP gets, I just threw the number there out there. I don't know if the graph makes sense, but let's say SLPP gets 30%. Now that particular place, they will get 16 seats. So it means 70% of that 16 seats will be a total number of seats where APC will get, and the other 30% will left, that SLPP will get out of that 16 seats. That way they understand that, like, to an extent, it don't make sense and stuff, maybe not to that way they happy, but just me understand that to add down to it.
Okay.
And yeah, so my point of tonight, I think it's something the way we need for understand, right? And so elections are always contentious, especially like if you even look at what they happen like we own partner in the US right now. It is violence and now police and the escorts in the end, you see that they go after electoral people where they even go and at the polling station where they go conduct the election, whatever. So then issues then they come very alarming, particularly in our developed parts of the world like we own. So, but making certain false statements, like you make a 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times, in order to make that false statement the truth. So we get a statutory body where they conduct election. That body they don't announce the results of the winner. That is what is really recorded everywhere for that 2023 election. So like continuously really adjudicating it and stuff, it is really like not just waste of time. So and again, for say, oh, this was not legitimate, you can talk that the 1,000,000 term, but like like it depends on your definition of illegitimacy, but within the legitimacy mean now like announce that person there, but the announcer, I think he don't bring me, but so I've been listening to Dr. Blinded. If they try to say they not ever pull disaggregated data as alone.
Okay.
Then they're not good, but more importantly, they say, okay, so what can be the possible reason? And among other things, let's say maybe now they have a security concern in the sense, like let's say a particular remote village somewhere, then pull disaggregated data based off a polling station and starting party in stronghold, and that party they for let them not go on net, they go pull vengeance, but then people if they find out they not vote for them. Maybe that could be a reason, like conventional or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So then that could be a reason why they not they pull all along.
Okay.
So yeah. So that something like that, something that I consider I think about, especially when that fact they come out, this BSF for say they never pull this aggregated data at polling station level in the Second Republic where we start to do election. And if I get a minute, I just want to add something quick, then I will be done. So
you don't exceed the 4 minutes, but I will give you.
Okay, all right.
I go to 5 now, but I will give the minutes because I want for show you how the calculation was done.
Yeah. Well, again, and I'm 2 cents to it. I just been there explained.
Yes, I understand.
So I think if they make meaningful electoral reform na Salone, maybe APC will be careful waiting that they ask for, because if find out say not say example, they say okay, any side they overvote, therefore try to include that result in some type of form instead of for cancel and completely. Waiting that they mean that way where they do 2006 where they cancel the entire particular region because of overvoting, that is not going to happen. So it will make it difficult for I think a meaningful electoral reform will go by the T. It will make it difficult for APC. That's not my opinion.
Okay.
And I will give you the rest of the minute back.
Yeah.
And I will listen to your
okay. I don't know
interpretation of how the number then they be happy.
Yes, I don't know if you need for the on the line or it depends. It left to you. But
if you allow me, I can be on the line.
Okay, absolutely. You did see me calculator. I don't know if it's too small.
No, I go away from the thing for let not interfere with the phone.
Okay, so this is how, again, in the interest of time, because but I go encourage you now. Maybe next time, I go show now the part of the Electoral Act which show exactly the correct calculation in terms of the quota. But this is the erroneous method we use, and after we don't pass the Electoral Act, he announced that. So what did he do? He take the number of districts, when are 16, he divide them by the number of seats, where now 135 if you pull the paramount chiefs, because you get 14 paramount chiefs, because the the Western Urban and Western Rural, they not get paramount chiefs. But all the other districts, they're represented by paramount chiefs. So if you pull them, now 135 seats. So what did it do? How we get the 11.9%? The 16, it divide them by the total number of seats. We're now 135. And then when you go equal to, it give you, then you times them by 100, forget the percentage. So we times this number by 100, it give 11.85%. So then just round them to 11.9%. So tell me, any of that calculation, they get the total number of votes? No, not representative of the votes at all. So now that make, we then do
so, but why that 16 though? Why did
sorry?
16?
But why waiting? Sorry, waiting a question, sir?
The 16. Like the 16 way.
Yeah,
I say why the 16? The 16 way you.
Yeah, the 16. Then take the total number of provinces. Where now previously now be 12, but Anaskoma add Falaba and Karine, so it make 14, plus the Western Rural and Western Urban. So that then they add them to the 14 districts, come to 16.
So
that they then get the 16. So then call them 16 electoral districts. So now they then pull the 16. And then you then divide the 16 by the number of seats. We now get no bearing with the total number of votes.
Yeah.
So that's not the error right there. Mathematically, you go say, if you want to interpret this, you go say this on average per province, you go get around 11.9 seats. That's all. Now, only statistical interpretation forgets the average number of seats per province. That's all. But you cannot use this for allocate seats now by province. Now, let us show you the correct definition, the correct calculation here. And sadly enough, that particular method, the Electoral Act, I make a vex over this. It violates that. Next week, I go pull the Electoral Act and show una, we don't show una before, show una how the Electoral Act for calculate the threshold. The correct measure, then get on there. The Electoral Act. This not there at all. Now, after where the thing don't pass, it come up with this bogus sort of mathematical formula. We're not statistically correct. So here is the correct method. Let reset this. So let we say Western Urban gets 16 seats. So you get two ways where you can do them. You can make the 16 seats where they get, and then you make them a proportion of the total valid vote of that 16 seats.
Right.
The total valid.
Now that we
yes, exactly. Yes, the total valid vote. You then make the 16 seats be a proportion of that.
Right.
Or the easier way, before even then go to the polls, because the total now 100%. So all you need for do is you they take the 100% when at the total, and you divide them by the number of seats. Well, let's say 16 seats now Western Urban, divided by 16. And then, so meaning that the proper calculation for Western Urban, the threshold for be 6.25%, not 11%. So where you take 6.25%, you multiply that one day by the 16 seats, you get 100%. So Again, you don't need for get PhD for do this.
I've seen the threshold was given to him. He didn't made it up. Or
No,
up
he made it up because again, it just happens say in the interest of time because I get for digging for pull up the electoral act. It then not the electoral act. This formula then because now two formulas. You use this one or you use the number of seats as a proportion of the valid votes. You then get the same number. Where if you multiply by the number of seats, you forget 100%. So simple. So, but then do it deliberately because if, let's say, for example, it be 6.25%, highly likely you forget independent person where cable gets 6.25%.
Yeah.
You see? So again, I make I tell people and say the proportional representation system, not a bad thing at all. Now the implementation that you would then do, now it make them bad. And even the allocation. How you go say somebody gets 83%, I think in Kono instance, 83% or in Bo, 83%, and then meaning that 17% of the people are not vote for them, but yet you get all the votes.
Well, because the other party not able to get 11%.
Not so now the wrong allocation as well. It not be representative.
So if no other party not get 11%,
no, enough for
100% of the seats away that side, even though that person needs 17, but you only go to one person.
Okay, like you an example, Kono, because I still remember Kono numbers. Okay, so now Kono, I believe say APC get 1 seat or so, then SLPP get 9 seats. We can have 10 seats. So now 10
APC get more than that. APC get more than that, Kono.
Oh, okay. Again, I will get for look out the numbers. I just want
4,
because now be 10 seats for
just 10 seats. I think
yes,
APC gets 3 or 4.
Okay. So, but again, I will get. It just happened to almost say you take me off guard because I need forget the specific numbers.
No. We can do this. We can do this next Thursday.
Yeah,
some other time,
yeah. But the point I want make. I believe it was in Bo. But again, I go very firm later. When about 83%, the SLPP get. APC we get I think 9%, and all the other parties then get the rest. So because of 9%, and they say the threshold now 11%, so APC not get seat. If they do the
100% of that seat, they all go to the party. We get 83.
So which is wrong? Which is wrong? Which is wrong?
But like that's how I think it was designed.
No, it is no. Again, the way how they put them, that side because of they don't make that mistake they from the onset make I not go too deep into that criticism they. But that allocation they is wrong. The way they allocate them. Because here is how. As a proportion, because I've been on the program before even the election, we didn't come up with this proportion. I do research on it. As a proportion, and that's make to me, I feel say not the right way for go. But I go able for even maybe next Thursday, recommend how they able do where it go even break that tribal and regional influence. They able do a national threshold where they go allow an individual for only register now one particular polling station or one region. So if the national threshold, let I just calculate them very quickly again, since I get you now the line, now show me calculator again. So that same, the formula not the same. So if they want to forget the national threshold, where no matter which part of the country you there, You just need to get a percentage of the total number of the country registered votes or valid votes. So how you they calculate the national threshold is this way.
But Mr. Kargbo, in that case, the Dande could defeat the like the concept of certain district get more seats than the other, right?
Well,
if it's
here is
national,
okay.
That
Again,
was in the way somewhere where there's only 6 parliamentary seats. It again say in another place where really now 14 or 16 parliamentary seats.
Yes, again, I make us say, it go break the tribal and regional divide. For correct that you just mentioned, Liberia then get 2 house. So we then introduce as upper house, where we go call Senate. And then just like in the United States, each district forget 2 members and let them do a 10-year term. Again, this is not a solution to the impasse, the political landscape of the country, given me research. So then do each district forget 2 representatives. And their representative then they not forget election the same time. So what did they do for us?
Okay.
When they just introduce them, they make 1. You make election for 10 years. And similar to US. So that 10 years day, after 5 years, the next batch go do them. So let's say we get 16 electoral districts. So you make the first set of senators them, it only be 16. Let's say 2028, you introduce them. So 16 senators them. Where then senators then they, similar to the United States, they're responsible for the approved presidential appointees. And also, if they want like that situation of the Auditor General, and then they go through Parliament, they go through the Senate.
The Senate,
So,
yeah.
yes, so
Yeah,
that way
some of
they,
them key
because
appointments.
you get equal representation by province. And you make them just like in the United States, because you go assess that one day for remove them as impeachment process. You say 2/3, where go be about 67% of the Senate. So you see where it go be difficult for like the president go kick somebody out. So the same thing with the auditor, the ACC boss, the Bank of Governor. If they want the Bank Governor of Sierra Leone for remove them, you get for go through that body day. Where that body day, now equal representation across the country. That they resolve the president's excessive power. And at that make Donald Trump do not be able for impeach him. Because Democrats, they be get the majority in the Congress, but when they go to the Senate, they'll not be able to get the 2/3 majority. So they'll not be able to impeach him. So you see how you're able to save the country from going down in that tension.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that's
the
a complete
appointments them-
makeover of the entire political or governance system in the country, right?
Yes.
Salon a parliamentary system will get.
No,
Liberia,
hybrid. Now hybrid of parliamentary and presidential. And that's not the other problem. Now hybrid of the two. And again, let I just finish me the quota we already talk about. Let I just do that. So now this is now the calculator. So the same formula applies. So you take 100, we're now 100%, and you divide them by the number of seats. We're now 135 in this case. And then equal to this. So what does it mean? It means, say, the total number of the country a valid vote, if you only get less than 1%, 0.74%. So this way, for overwhelm the support, the voters them for like then go choose among 135 people them. So you go only make the register one side. So when you register now you stronghold, then they definitely, if you feel say you strong, then you register there, no matter if you born there or not, as long as you believe say then people and they go vote for you. It happen again at the United States, where now then young process with the practice. Hillary Clinton, for example, not born in New York, now Rochester a born, what they say Rhode Island a born, but he stand now New York as for Senate seat and he win continuously because he believes they don't do something in New York for make the New Yorkers them vote for him. So you see where they self go break that tribalism and regionalism kind of thing, it go bring people them to power with deserving of it. So that's the solution, two steps. Use proportional representation, but instead of now bogus 11.9%, yeah, exactly. You make a national threshold. And if you multiply this number, 0.74%, you multiply them by 135, you don't get 100%. So you get 100% of the seat.
Yeah, no, 100 and
100%. So you're not supposed to pass 100%. So, and again, it depends me. For like we country, we get brainstem. Let we country pull out this bogus number of 11.9%. When you multiply by the number of seats, it way more than 100%. But anyways, again, I want to thank you. But hopefully, if I not forget, next week, I go show the Electoral Act. We then pass the 2022. And USAI then show the proper calculation. Why not use them? It deliberately, to me, a deliberate act. It deliberately bring higher number for like ego kind of discriminate against independent folks them and smaller parties them. And from the math where I do, if them be do the calculation of the allocation of seats properly, even with the number where them publish, Charles Magai for be get 1 seat na Kono, and then na Bombali, 1 independent guy forget 1 seat. So meaning that to for be get 1 independent and another party, given the numbers that we then publish, if they be do the right calculation and the allocation, because you cannot somebody get 83% and then you get all the votes, all the seats. It's wrong. So it's wrong.
Anyway, I think part of it, so you know that for some of these, I believe the tripartite necessary. You know, it's still to go on. Some of these, if you don't really you don't study them properly and you say now good input, I think there's a way where you be able to transmit that to them, whether or not they even read through and see you thinking or even follow up with you could be another story. But I think it's still going on, you know, though it.
Yeah, but the tripartite
online, it's difficult for that grasp entirely.
For too long.
Even if I grasp, I don't get that kind of influence for. But if anyway the way the tripartite people and team get this type of idea, maybe, just maybe, because the state electoral reform committee, right? So that would do them some good.
Well, clearly this is not public recording, so they're welcome and they're welcome for each to me. But again, me a Sierra Leonean, and this way they do so in the interest of the country. But anyways, I'll take the last call. I hope say address you comment and clearly indicate as to why the 11.9% now wrong method. You know, it not reflect the number of voters them at all, and that make a that make it wrong.
Yeah, it make a little bit clear. Like I've been there under the impression say now that 11 point whatever percent was given to him, and it's based off of the valid votes cast.
No,
like I've been saying if now 11 people have vote out of 100 valid votes, now I'm gonna make somebody get a seat. But even if 10 people have voted for you, for so long you not reach that 11 out of 100, then you not gonna forget any seat that place there.
Yeah.
So if that being the case, then the two parties they get whatever, like that Bo or kind of my example we make so right.
Yeah.
83% and the remaining 70% was distributed such that nobody not get 11. So the 83 all go to one party.
No, you're not supposed to.
I thought that's the way they designed it.
No, then do and deliberately. Like give quick example though. Let we say na Kono na 10 seats. Let also Kono na 10 seats. And let we just for the sake of argument say SLPP get 83%. So because each seat you forget 10% of the votes, each seat. So how proportional representation for work? Automatically SLPP go get 8 seats. So the 8 seats, waiting go left from the 83%, now 3%. So meaning for the next person in line for get a seat, where now 3% that person they get, you get for go around now the other party them. Who that get above that 3% there, and then the people them way not get too many, you they share them votes equally. So automatically, and that way they are kind of say Charles Magai, because Charles Magai you not get the 10%, but it get where you give the APC their own quota, you give the SLPP their own quota, the remaining from them, Charles Magai get more than the remaining of them. So meaning that in now be the highest where you take the remaining seats then they. So it be supposed yes, it's supposed to get a seat because it exceed the remaining of SLPP and APC people them. So that's not the correct way for share. The other way, but the expensive. So I appreciate when they do this simplistic way. The proper way, but expensive, they call an iteration process. Because when you vote for your number one candidate, say for me, number one candidate now gets the proper percentage, I get number 2 preference and up to number 3 preference. So where they don't put all the number 1 preferences, then they go back and check and then say, okay, well, you say if you number 1 or get the proper seat, the proper percentage for get a seat, you vote for go to the number 2 person as your preference. So then they put them back. So then look now, okay, you get number 2, number 2, number 2. Then they recount. But that process there is very expensive because it gets for be recounting till then get then fill the seats. So, but for bypass that, the people that we now get the minimum threshold, you then distribute them, votes them equally among the one that we get higher percentages until you get the person we will get the proper threshold. So waiting that go mean, it means say even the minority person in vote matter. Because you take that vote there, you give somebody with deserving of it. But where you say this person gets, this party get 83%, then you get 100%. What you don't do is you don't disenfranchise the 17% of the people that will vote. So then a proportional representation? No. Now first past the post system.
That look comparable to we system we're gonna in the US, right?
No. US now first past the post. Not a proportional.
Yeah, but with that they say like you will win a state, now you get the electoral college votes. Now that's state day.
Well, now that first past the post.
So now that they make Hillary Clinton, even though people let me vote for her, it get popular majority. we're not getting necessary electoral college votes. Now make Donald Trump win 2016.
All right. Again,
so it's just that similar concept of somebody getting 83% and he get everything.
No,
for
no,
that place.
no. That proportional representation they work so. The reason, like, again, sadly enough, the now deputy speaker don't talk about America college vote. And it was a shame that for letting himself propagate, say, America system not perfect. Then do it deliberately, because let's say, California are the largest, by population, the largest state. So Hillary Clinton win California. So if, let's say, they get 50 states, you win 10 big states, but then 40 states you know win. But because you win 10 big states, it's all right for letting you the presidency. It's clearly not right.
Well,
because you don't represent, you don't represent the union. So now it make them bring that college vote there. So the college vote, it will be representation of all 50 states. You know, that make, again, it's so sad that we politicians them, sometimes they can know, but they can use the people's emotions for mislead them. And that's how we do in parliament. And I'll not be happy about that. Where you say, oh, America self you, they win popular votes, you know, be president. But then get reason. Just as I explained. Because you know go fear. For like you only win 10 states and then be president for 50 states. 40 states now vote for you. So that's not the essence of the electoral college vote. So it's just unfortunate that, in my opinion, for avoid confusion, they're not for even bother for they count the popular vote, because it create a little bit of tension. So now counter, because the electoral vote now matter, so you concentrate on that, and then they're reflective of the total population, the entire union. I hope that clear.
Right. Yeah. No, I like this don't kind of turn to conversation now as if it's offline. But I give other people the opportunity for maybe
and
maybe the time where you don't get left. And we can take this up offline and discuss if possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much for you listening and for your contribution as well. Thank you. So let me take one last call, and then I will play the last video before we end. VOS Network, hello caller. Waiting your name and who side they call we from, please. I know say we still get plenty calls then at the queue, but unfortunately, let this be the last call. Me fumble them, please. We don't pass 3 hours, and this is not 2-hour program. Caller, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Kargbo.
Yes.
Good evening again,
yes.
James from Virginia.
Go ahead, brother James. And waiting your additional
comments. I just want to realize on 2 things. One, you say Donald Trump was not impeached. Donald Trump was impeached by the House. Unfortunately, it was not removed by the Senate.
Okay. Thanks for that correction. You know that I mean. The not be
it was not removed
because I make reference of.
But it was impeached twice.
No, I make reference. Yeah. Again, thank you for the clarification. But the example why I gave, I make reference to removal. But thank you for the correction. I must have misspoke. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Mr. Omar, I think Omar Nambi, what we talk earlier on, you talk about bogus, you say lie, all these things. I hope Mr. Omar they follow up with Salon. I don't know when last you go Freetown or you go Salon to be specific. Mr. Omar, as I say, you are going Freetown. I think this week makes 1 month, 2 weeks now. And they just say things because I hear on the media or the APC supporters or SFP supporters that they talk about. These are things, whatever I say about Salon, I see them, I will verify and say, it is happening. The only thing we are not see because they are way happen and this gas plant that was commissioned. But what make I talk about it because American ambassador was there when they were launching it, and I don't believe people like the American ambassador would be part of something for purpose based false rumor on a saloon. So please, this public radio or television station, before we attack people, they'll all get our facts ready. So whatever I said, the 165 bed hospital at Lumley, I see them, and I'll be there with the opener enter day, I see them. That is, it is there. If Mr. Oman will send somebody, a team of viewers will go send somebody to go verify them. 34 hospital are something me colleague who may attend about now the medical superintendent, Dr. Silva Lee. I go there. The first day she's doing a nice, powerful job, about 500 bed hospital, and that is a deal. I believe the hospital before this time will be 100 bed hospital, but they don't add another wards where they make a 500 bed hospital. These things, whatever we are saying, you might not be doing as we are expecting, but development will take place as I know. And other in regime. Would they say all negative things about Salome, but development is taking place? My brother, if that gas, whatever we talk about, if he's able to take care of electricity problems at Africa alone, and Waterloo area, if we would light that place, we're in. That means say one problem has been solved. The only problem will remain Africa now, it will be road network and water. And I hope whichever government can in place, if able to work on that, that's what development will take place. When no one not like the BO government, but BO is doing development.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that additional comment there. I will give you a couple of extra seconds just for let you finish up. So Fambulela will play the last video, we're at the last speech, the joint statement. In not too long, about 4 minutes, low patient, and then I will come back for wrap up this final assessment or analysis. Thank you. So let me just watch and I will come right.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, we have a 3-paragraph statement here. This a joint statement by the Government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress, in brackets, Tripartite Committee, dated 19 June 2024. Paragraph 1. The Government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress are pleased to announce that both parties resolve to continue working together in the spirit of cooperation and mutual commitment to electoral justice, electoral reforms, and national cohesion in peace. Paragraph 2. Commitment to the implementation of Resolution 3 of the Agreement for National Unity. Both the Government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress reaffirm their dedication to the work of the Tripartite Committee, which was established under Resolution 3 of the Agreement for National Unity. The committee's mandate is to, and I quote, examine the electoral systems, structures, and processes of the 2023 multi-tier electoral cycle. The committee will also be informed by previous elections with a view to highlighting and addressing the contentious issues of elections and results management, including the collation, verification, authentication, and publishing of electoral data, consistent with international best practice to enhance the credibility of all future elections in Sierra Leone that guarantees elections to be free, fair, credible. The third paragraph, progress and future steps. The Tripartite Committee has made significant progress over the past 6 months, including the completion of its terms of reference, the development of key developments, key documents, outreach activities with stakeholders nationally, and the engagement of international experts. The committee's work focused on elections management, institutional and legal reforms. The committee is now in the final stages of its work and is committed to completing and presenting a comprehensive report to the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Strengthening inclusive democracy. Both parties look forward to the implementation of these recommendations and reforms, which will play a vital role in enhancing the conduct of elections in a free, fair and transparent manner, and in strengthening an inclusive democracy in Sierra Leone. The GOSL and the APC believe that these efforts will contribute to the continued development and stability of the nation. Commitment to the Agreement for National Unity. The GOSL and the APC reiterate their unwavering commitments to peace, electoral justice, and national cohesion. Both parties strongly condemn any attempts to incite violence or disrupt the democratic process. The GOSL and the APC further commit to the full implementation of all resolutions in the Agreement for National Unity. Conclusion. The GOSL and the APC express their gratitude to the development partners, experts, and moral guarantors who have supported this process. We urge all stakeholders and citizens to join us in maintaining peace and supporting the crucial electoral reforms that will shape the future of our democracy. Together, we're committed to building a stronger, more inclusive and democratic Sierra Leone. Signed on behalf of the Government of Sierra Leone, Dr. Gaima, the co-chair, and on behalf of the All People's Congress, Dr. Mara, the co-chair. Thank
you. All right, Fambulem. We don't hear that. And so somebody might say, if you ask the question, if not two, say the tripartite, they don't extend them for 10 days, 10 additional days. Well, a clear say, they say it will continue, but they don't specify how many days extension they need. But a very clear, from what we just hear, say, then go extend them. To me, definitely clear. But one thing though, I want for also make very clear now, Fambulem, like how the callers then say, most of them, we then say, Dr. Samura Kamara, for a reason best known to him, himself with whoever else, don't continue for mislead the people them. The way how he read that, it come through like say it under serious pressure. And now one of the things that we make very clear, saying that the intention of both APC and SLPP not to be genuine intention at all, a self-interest intention. I go out for let somebody convince me otherwise. From your own analysis, looking at the whole thing and following it very closely. And I will make a statement, and I will stand by that statement today. It look like, say, the administration, they use a blackmailing tactics. Because for some reason, it sounds like at times, Samura Kamara want for unleash. But all of a sudden, it go back in shell. Like somebody else, they threaten them over something. Again, this, like how they can say educational guess. Okay? I don't get no insider information, but I they analyze in a critical way because the behavior is not normal, not to come across like he be himself. So let's make something very clear. Samoa make the joint statement say then go publish the aggregated result and stuff, and in the end, they put say for future elections. I sure say President be comfortable with that. But waiting you're not comfortable with, for let it be this election, the 2023 election. Then you una go do all kind thing. Salon go hungry. Salon inflation if even it go 100% or beyond that, guess what, Fambulem? Marabio in your own power. Unless if the ECSL guy undermine him or Kone undermine him, or something happen to Kone, the possibility they take over, undermine him. But if they continue for stick to each other, no, probably not after I commodity. And even so, guarantee no day. But let I make a prediction I have fumble them. Okay? This way President Bill don't do so. Highly likely he go do something similar to what former President Ernest Koroma do. The reason being, clearly, within a political party, it go hard for letting again green light for go third term. And then it go be kata even within themselves. So if it not able for push for go for a third term, what it go try for do, it go try for influence the successor, the person will go succeed. It go try for influence that process day, for let it be somebody we go continue for be loyal to him. We go continue for keep this in secret. And a day get for be very, very challenging. We all know say Nabi Koroma in strategy that we make a decide for play terrible political gimmick on people them. And from your understanding, they say promise almost everybody. We say it is wrong. Last minute, invite them all. McKinney. Last minute, to most of their surprise, he announced the endorsement. And the then Constitution be say by selection. So meaning to them, broke the law. So at the sense they might be able to go through the similar path. And as a result of that, the SLPP supporters them. We need we country for develop. We need we country for go past this political impasse, this political hold up or stalemate. So here is my advice to my APC brothers and sisters. In the interest of the country, and this is an advice to Dr. Samoa Kamara as well. Yes, now your constitutional right for run for 10 times or more. But in the interest of unity, in the interest of the development of a country, because as a matter of fact, every sober democracy, and for a country for develop, you get a vibrant opposition. Again, Mr. Shillon don't talk repeatedly as to why he believes the Constitution not to for all the ordinary person accountable, because the will pass law in a parliament we then call statutory instrument for all people are accountable, and even for if you drive above certain speed limits and stop, all that one day are just laws that we pass by parliament. You don't need for the Constitution. But the thing where then put specifically in the Constitution, if you check, now for whole the leaders them accountable, the politicians they're accountable. and for also make sure say then cap the excessive power we both of them go try for take, even if the constitution not getting that power day. So now all this tripartite, all this recommendation and stuff, let we say even parliament passed them. And I just give now one simple example. Something where them pass, the 2022 Elections Act, where them pass, they not adhere to them. And the act also, even though they not stipulate time, they use a vague phrase, say as soon as possible. And what's impossible for me today, it's not going to be possible for you tomorrow. So then they become very subjective. It depends on the person. You say, oh, well, like the bogus excuse, flimsy excuse with Ngi about saying it will take time for tally all the results and stuff like that. So just imagine, a Diddy say, therefore publish the result now the Gazette. But because of them believe, say, this person, if it be in the interest of the country, a morally credible, they say, okay, let it publish the result according to how it deem fit. And I see the loophole, where to mean a deliberate attempt. Deliberately then puts them vague clauses then they. The one where they no say it they in their interest, they specify time and say upon publishing, upon the declaration of the electoral commissioner, you get 7 days for appeal the result where it declare. When I see, they put days because it is in their interest. They not make an open no, and they not say from the time when they publish the result. They not say that too. They say the time where it declare, the clock go begin tick. So whether I publish them or not, see, so they do it deliberately. And that's now he also frustrates APC. I can understand when they say, well, publish the disaggregated result, so we not get something for bring come to court for protest. All now something where they deliberately craft. So waiting at the point where they make now, it no matter how the law they write the law, if the people do not respect the law, my brother, it ain't not the Constitution, the Auditor General, how they remove them, it ain't not the Constitution. It ain't not the Constitution how they remove the ACC boss. It ain't also not the Constitution how they remove the Chief Justice and how they remove the bank governor. It ain't not the current terrible Constitution as we say terrible, but it did it. A President Bill follow him? No. An Escoma be follow him? No. Tijan Kaba be follow him? No. So to me, tripartite can write whatever reforms. And the thing where kind of surprised me, just after the election, where President Bill, they say, oh, well, the reopening of the 6th Parliament, ask for a review of the electoral law and stuff. No, not deliberate act. But how you go ask for review something we not even take almost years? It passed on 2022, October, November. It passed on 2022. The election, now less than a year. They don't do the election, and then because you don't get what you want for gain from that crookish, undemocratic so-called Electoral Act, Public Elections Act, now you don't get what you want. So you say, oh, well, I'll reform them. So the same thing again, if you meet up a selfish and terrible leader like Kaba, like Koroma, like Madabio, it will result in the same thing. Because they not get any consequences of breaking the law. So now then they force you for begin work on. And how will they work on that? Like how I say, again, it just happens, say, as something we get for be a constitutional amendment for introduce a second house. But if they bring a second house, where now that host day responsible for approve all the presidential appointees and also for fire anybody where you're not supposed for fire. So now sort of impeachment where you go through the law and say because of maybe misconduct or because the person gets health not to the standard or because of conflict of interest, then yes, you can remove them, but you get for go through the house. And that house there, guess what? Not to APC SLPP kind of thing where they go make so it will be based on the district. So based on the district, it go hard for let you get 67% of APC senators them or 67% of SLPP senators them. So then they by itself go put a check on the government or on the president in excessive power, where it can just fire somebody because the person not toe the line. Like you an example quickly, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he appoint the current person where now the Federal Reserve chairman. Because in work, and for make sure say it get inflation under control, and at the same time it not derail the economic growth. But the priority is price stability. And the number one priority of the Federal Reserve chairman. So during Trump, because of the COVID and other things, inflation don't begin go up. So it begin for sort of increase the interest rate. Trump not be like that, but guess what? Now he nominate him, and then Senate approve him. That's end of story. Donald Trump not get the power by himself for sack him. So he go complain, he go grumble, all kind thing. Oh, you direct the economy in order to me political advantage and stuff. When you increase interest rates, he complain all. He criticize the man openly, but the man not scared because he knows say imposition is secure. Until we do that, and I don't show another way. Let we introduce a upper chamber. With that upper chamber there, and no matter the size of your province, equal representation. And for begin term, then do a staggering term. Because if you did it for 10 years, highly likely you will get president where no then your party will support. So that by itself will create a check. But again, that's 67%. So like the Auditor General not go afraid for doing job. The ACC not go afraid for doing job because it knows say for Pulande, you get 67% of the total member of the Senate. So that then has security on its own. And it will allow them for do their job. So me fumble them, I want for tell una boku tenki, I want for tapanaya. But quickly though, I want for, yes, I don't get much time, but I want for Bianca, because I will briefly talk about that. This press release by the government through the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. You see, we then say, I think Soloko Maxwell saying for Kapu sense, not Kapu word. Now this I get from this press release on the 19th. Government of Sierra Leone's position on the Tripartite Committee. The Government of Sierra Leone, GOSL, has noted a recent press releases from the All People's Congress, APC, and letter from APC representatives on the Tripartite Committee to the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, CSL. These communications have spread misinformation, which we wish to clarify. I could just read the two bullet. Mandate and objectives. The Tripartite Committee's mandate, derived from Resolution 3 of the Agreement for National Unity, signed by both GOSL and APC, is to examine and review the electoral systems, structures, and processes of the 2023 and previous electoral cycles to ensure future elections in Sierra Leone are free, fair, and credible. Bullet number 2. Progress and contributions. In the past 6 months, the committee has completed its terms of reference, developed key documents, and hired international experts with the support of international partners. The committee has already agreed on several recommendations to strengthen our country's electoral system. Commitment to reform. Both GOSL and APC representatives throughout the process have been clear that while the report will look at challenges in the electoral systems, the committee's report will focus on proposing electoral system and governance reforms to be implemented by the Government of Sierra Leone. Then continue for, say, clarifications on APC letter. The APC letter to the ECSL does not represent, I repeat, does not represent the Tripartite Committee's position. GOSL representatives did not give a fiat to the APC, meaning authorized the APC to send this letter, nor was the use of the committee's letterhead appropriate as doing so. Falsely implied consensus. Una see, again, APC, on a need for capital sense, not to insult my brothers and sisters, but now the technicality that they tell una so. Say, una falsely implied consensus, meaning that the two parties they agree. Now that they correct una say they not be agree. They not give una the authorization for like una even send letter to ECSL for ask for anything, and above all for use the tripartite letterhead. Clarification on APC press release. The APC press releases inaccurately involve the Government of Sierra Leone in their interactions with the independent, the independent ECSL, which operates without government interference as mandated by law. Additionally, the APC's statements are rife with inaccuracies, similarly aimed at misleading the public and threatening state security. And now, addressing false claims. Reports suggesting the committee declared Dr. Samuel Wilson Kamara as the winner of the June 2023 elections, or would order a rerun of the elections, are false. The committee has no authority to audit or order a rerun of elections. This is the exclusive domain of the Supreme Court of Sierra Leone. Commitment to peace. The Government of Sierra Leone is committed to supporting electoral reforms, as President Julius Maada Bio emphasized on June 15, 2024. We must engage in politics without bitterness, prioritizing respect and the collective welfare of Sierra Leoneans. We appreciate the support of our international partners and experts, and we condemn any threats of violence. We urge our APC colleagues to join us in maintaining peace and completing these crucial reforms. So, me fumble them a very, very clear. See, the government go try all kind possible way for prevent ECSL for publish the disaggregated result. So, supporters of SLPP, una feel say that they're good for the country, then we forget say una party they in power. But like how APCB they in a power, if they not be allowed, if they be used the similar method, might that be enough for calm na power? If we be APC take go, say well, whatever the person report, NEFCOT, whether the numbers are not right or not, no, we're not there for verifier. Because the result verification or reconciliation form, we're not the RRF. Again, so the parties them now then constitute every Sierra Leone in the country. Go now they say, well, the parties them then get the RR forms, so let them publish them. So we, the independent people, as Sierra Leoneans, we're not entitled for no. So now see, so it no matter whose party they support, let we call a spade for the betterment of this country. Personally, from all waiting that happened, so the tight-lipped ECSL under Kone, and for let the government not pursue legally for let Kone through the Informations Act, the Access to Information Act, for let them not pursue them, for let it release them disaggregated numbers there by polling station. And given the mistake, if not mistake at all, we Mr. Self discover without any hesitation, I not believe say President Bill get 55% of the valid vote. I don't believe that. So again, in terms of the legitimacy, because of the Constitution say, would that the ECSL declare that in the Constitution recognize. So I'm not going to go that far, say not legitimate. But I not believe, say it get 55% of the valid votes cast. I don't believe that at all. Because otherwise, ask yourself, President Bill, for the sake of it, it could just decide for continuously the defend ECSL, because now that it look like the government every time until I forgot ECSL, the government will defend ECSL. ECSL not go come and take questions them more. No. Now the government will defend them. And yet they say ECSL independent. How ironical. What an irony. Lale Fande, and I want to tell you boku tenki, but dear my brothers and sisters, APC folks them, what I don't pass guy, on people them, on our executive, they don't blunder. On accept that blunder they as like now what they call bitter pill for swallow. In the interest of the peace, President Bill, no question, a terrible leader, and not good for that country there. Because for them, just for like keeping position, the country will go through what all form of hardship. And some of una way they say, we don't care about the international community, we don't care about the United States and stuff. And again, I don't get nothing against them, but James just tell we say under President Bill now, then go extend the light in 36 months, in about 3 years. Guess what? Me fumble them. Now the US embassy to Salon, now in they put that together. So now see, on one hand, say, oh, they don't care about the international community, we not sovereign state, they know they for waiting for do, but now then they can solve we light problem. So because they're not able to give we that money, or not fulfill that condition they, so now they defend another way. For no more, let we come up at dark, let we free turn people them, because if they start from free turn, and I believe say then go extend our other areas them. So then go invest, a private sector go invest under the umbrella of, from my understanding, of the embassy, and that private company they go sell the lights, just like how the power ship they sell the lights to the EDSA, and then distribute them. Now that same way they get for operate. But Fambulem, now the international body will they condemn. Now then they still feel say the 21st century enough for let we get light. President Bill, not change in style of spending. So if the international body are no rescue the people of Sierra Leone, President Bill no care. He give people them back talk. They go continue for fly. And indeed, and look what he do. The country they struggle for make ends meet. They continue for make big government. Fambulem, again, I want to make them very clear. If we not change we electoral system, APC SLPP then go continue for ruin that country there. You know, some people and they say, oh well, now America, the Republicans versus the Democrats, now the two major parties then there and stuff, but yet can get democracy. That's true, because they put what they call safeguards in place, safe rails in place. And just like the example I give now, the Senate then get 100 senators then. 50 states, each state gets 2 senators. And then senators then they then go vote for remove a president, regardless of waiting in at the house. The people are within at the house, whether one party get majority. And don't make them easy. They say 67%. So what do they mean? It means say a president get for be extremely terrible for lack then go able to remove him before in term done. And do the same thing for Georges. But we clearly President Bill can just force somebody through maybe a threat or whatnot. Like how the former because the not always say it don't resign. Indefinite leave, Babatunde Edwards. That's not the country we go before. Absolutely not. Because foreign investors, they still don't care about Sierra Leoneans, but foreign investors, they look into all that and ask themselves, if I get trouble with the government, I go rely on the judiciary? The question would be no, given what they don't display. The same thing. Again, APC, they rely heavily, because then they're in their position, rely now heavily on the international community. But where an Escoma Bidedi, the international community, the ECOWAS court say you're not constitutionally right for sack you vice president, where the people them vote on all two as a team. What did he say? Sierra Leone an independent, sovereign country. So if Madabio say the same thing, within the like how in the Samura say, where 2 elephants then they fed, the grass then they suffer. The ordinary people and they suffer now because of this then selfish politicians here, including President Bill. Because otherwise, at least, yes, now 5 years, but if we don't see progress in terms of that MCC scorecard. So Fambulem, I don't say we don't go way more than time, but let's use 2 minutes for explain to una South Africa the process. Now I make us say, let we use other countries them as benchmark, then threshold for let we assess whether Salone they go before or not. The reason we make us say that Fambulem, now South Africa, the people then vote, and South Africa now they get a mix of parliamentary and presidential. They have now hybrid. So they not get prime minister, but they get president. But how will they work? So people they vote for parliamentarians them. So then parliamentarians then they go to parliament. So where parliaments don't sit down, because within I believe 21 days after the election, parliament for convey, and then parliament now. The new parliament where the South Africans they elect, the parliament now they elect the president of South Africa. So now see, so some of una way maybe they wonder say wait oh, I mean they elect Ramaphosa. No, they're not elected directly. A parliament they elect the president, not to the people and directly they elect the president. So the ANC and get 40% of the seats in the parliament. And the Democratic Alliance, when are the White Party, DA, I think they get about 22, if I remember the numbers then correctly. And then comes second. And then you get Zuma in new party, MK, we come third. And then you get EFF, we the Malema in party in come fourth. So because of Malema, a breakaway from the ANC, Zuma is a breakaway because, in fact, he will be president under ANC. So waiting the ANC, the current ANC do now, instead of then two then they for like them give them the majority, so then go elect the president, then go form alliance, grand coalition with the DA, the White Party, and then other small party them for letting get enough number. That's what they do. They not be like that because this is a fierce opposition, rival way. If not to be them breakaway, then the ANC no go ever form a coalition, joint government with them people and they. But because of the law is stand, and because of then get a president, we respect the people and vote, they do the right thing. Even though it's painful, Boku South Africans don't know, Boku they say they not for be vote for ANC, if there be no saying that this go happen. You know that? But it do the right thing in the interest of the country, and also for respect the Constitution. Kaba not do that. Koma not do that. Bio, of course, not do that. Of course, Bio is more terrible. You know, the worst of the three, APC gets majority of the seat. The people then vote APC for be the majority in parliament and give in the bill, and rightfully so, 100%, I believe, say President Bill be win the 2018 election. The people then vote him for be president because the people they want for try and see how they go break this terrible nature of APC and SLPP, thinking to say if they work together, Salone go before. But what in Bill do? And terrible Abbas Bundu. When you wake me up and sleep safe, I go tell you I don't get respect for her. They manipulate the whole thing. And to me, that's the start of the problem. Who's how they go with this argument? Now for tell una say, if even they make a reform, all the word them very good. If we not get good leaders them, we're willing for implement them. Not just waste of time and resources. The same thing as then make we see. So my family, I want to tell una boku thank you, let God bless una with una families them. Let we continue for pray for we politicians them. Let not curse them. Let not swear them, because when they swear catch them, the country will go beyond more and more and more. But let we pray for them. Let God direct them on the righteous path. And again, to me, APC brothers and sisters, dear, let we accept waiting to happen. The APC folks them, they don't do the blunder. To me, if they be go court, it happened in Kenya, it happened in Malawi, where they the court reverse the electoral decision. And I don't feel saying that because of just no more than court system be better. No, I believe strongly saying that because of pressure from the international community, make the courts then team up. And even Senegal. So if they be go court, like to me, the evidence them, una for just use their reports then they. And una then 10 and day now, una for don't cry to the international community. And while una they object to the court, the numbers them, una also use the access to information law. And 10 now I no member say any APC agbagba don't go through the court for that. Instead, they take example to lawyer Augustine Sui Sengbe Mara, say he don't do that, but not successful. But no, the court only to away in case say he missed the deadline. So meaning that if he do them again and he do them properly, then go able for take a look at them. So una as a political party, you know, let it. Una can still use that route there. And all the judiciary accountable, like how Mr. Shillong can say, hold their foot to the fire. Una still able use that channel there. Let God bless una all we don't watch and give me una time. And let God bless all the people who they present na VOS. And let God bless and direct we all. And before I go, let I show now the polls, because I be conduct a poll where I ask the question about tripartite, because I don't want to let una just they say na VOS, but this na una we don't know the people them. We just put the poll out and we ask una for let una answer the questions them as una understand the situation. So within the people in our Facebook say, and the question where we ask say, within now the impact of the tripartite agreement, if it una feel say it will bring political stability in the country. So according to this, we get about, now Facebook, we get about 7 people away answer. 2 out of the 7 people and saying a major positive, it will get major positive impact. And then nobody not talk about say go some positive changes. And then 4 people and say, you know, we'll get any significant impact. And then 1 person say, in fact, it will negatively affect the country. So now last show now waiting the people in our YouTube. We get more people in our YouTube we answer the questions. So about 37 people we done in a very impressive number. So waiting and say the people in our YouTube, the same question where we ask, say waiting at the impact of this tripartite for like Salon be stable. So you get 37 people that we vote, and 8% of them say it will get major positive impact. 11% say it will get some positive changes. It will bring some positive changes. 65% of the 37 people and they say they're not going to see no significant impact at all. And then 16% say it will even carry the country go back, meaning it will even be a negative consequence, this tripartite agreement. So when you take the last two answers them, the no significant impact and the negative consequences, you go say about 81%. If I'm Bulem, a big number that 81% of the people the 37 people we answer this question do not believe in the tripartite. That is a big number. We for be very alarming to the people that we believe in tripartite. Again, VOS no know the people for that we get for influence in terms of the people that we answer but we just decide for make and let una see waiting other people and think about the tripartite. So if you get so much confidence in the tripartite, probably you want to think twice, because about 37 people vote and over 80%, 81% of them say they don't believe in the tripartite, say it will bring political stability na salon. So again, let God bless the one and only country with me and you to cherish and where we call Mama Salon. Until next Thursday, I'm going to encourage you now for tuning this Saturday for listening to Matilda and show when salon issues. And on Sunday, Mr. Shilon with him team go come for giving another episode of Social Media Review. Until Thursday for me na Abdul Karim Kargbo, they tell una boku boku tenki and they say una tata.